Main screen is going on, and I think we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Luke's joined me. We've been at a board game convention for the last 4 days, 3 days.
Something feels like that.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
So, yeah, Bacon finished lunchtime today, and because neither of us can get enough games, Luke's come around and we're going to play some more games.
Paul felt lonely without me.
I felt lonely, yes. So we're doing Ark Nova again. We're not going to be doing any kind of tutorial because I've already done a number of videos on this game. We're just going to jump in and we're just going to play it and we're going to enjoy ourselves. Now, Luke's had a bit of practice. He's been practicing all weekend.
I've had one game.
Yeah.
And I was teaching.
And you were teaching, more than me. And yeah, we're going to make a start. Now, just before we start, thank you very much to Paul Richards for the little coffee cup. We have a little coffee cup, which is the break marker.
I want one.
We're also using Luke's blinged up copy of the game. So we have some... Where did you get these components again?
I believe it was called Green Knight Games. He's been on the UK Facebook group every now and again and has an Etsy store.
Right.
So you might be able to just search for it.
Yep.
But I forget what the individual's name is. But yeah, it basically replaces all your cubes and unnecessary cylinders with animal heads.
With little animals. So I've got elephants and you've got giraffes. Right. Okay. So, start player. Start player is yourself. So you start with 0...
Mm-hmm.
appeal, and I start with 1 appeal. We've discarded our 4 cards. We've drawn that. And just for those people that are watching, let's go through. First of all, your board. What board are you using?
Observation tower map 1. Every time I flip an adjacent enclosure to this little square here with the tower on it, it gets me an extra 2 appeal. So it requires a fair bit of forward planning on an architectural level.
So every time you flip over a standard enclosure that's adjacent to that, so you want to have really small ones next to it, flip them over.
You want to sort of try and connect as many as you can and then try and flip them easy. Like putting large stuff next to it is not a good idea.
It's not efficient. Right, I've got one I've never played before, which is the Research Institute. So once I've got my Research Institute connected in the bottom left corner, and I can show you my board here. Is it that button? It is that button.
It is.
So once this Research Institute is connected, every time I play an animal card, I can ignore one of the conditions. And obviously these benefits here are slightly different depending on what we're playing.
Yeah.
Also, the 3 conservation cards, conservation projects we have out are for birds, predators and reptiles.
So we don't care where in the world they're from, it's just type of animals this time round. It's a bit different.
And yeah, I drew no birds, reptiles or predators at the start of the game, so joy.
I can neither confirm nor deny whether I found any of those 3, but there was a bit of a size issue.
Right. I think we're ready. Oh, and I've got my cards here, as you can see. And I've put little dice above them, just because it fit better on the camera like this.
Well, I wanted it to be different.
I want it to be different. Right, over to you.
What a shame you can't have it on the 6 side. With your logo.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I could just put it on a 6. Nobody would know.
No. We got a timeout feature for anybody who does dad jokes, haven't we? Yeah, good.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it'll be necessary.
Bred in captivity.
He's already done it. He's
He's already on it.
and yeah, coins, villagers.
The coins from villagers as well.
Best £8 you can spend as an adult because the money in this is garbage. Okie doke. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Yeah, nice cards. But oh yeah, and we'll do the classic thing of sticking a head on the card for.
Yeah. So rather than sliding the card down, we just put a cube, which isn't a cube, on the card. Say we're doing it, and then we move it. I find that a bit easier.
Yeah.
It takes up less space as well.
Well, that's the thing. It works a little bit better. But okay, let's pop an association out.
I'm also going to see if the thingy is working.
That's a technical term for gobbledygook.
The thingy.
But nope, let's do association. Let's jump on that board for...
So association, level 3.
For a partner zoo, I'd quite like to partner up with the lovely folks in Europe.
It's working.
Pop that on.
3 discount on all future animals from Europe.
Yep. We still love Europe, honest. I'm going to leave that head next to action cards.
Okay. All done?
Yep, all good. I don't know why I'm looking at my objectives.
So I am going to choose the sponsors action, which is level 3, and I'm going to play the Quarantine Lab, which fits thematically with my Research Institute. So I am immune to the effects of venom, constriction, hypnosis and pilfering.
It's almost as if you knew that reptiles might be a thing in this game.
Mainly, I get one of these X tokens, and at the end of the game I'm going to get 1 conservation point if I've got all 5 continents.
Even though none of the conservation projects care.
No.
It's almost as if you knew reptiles might be a thing.
There is a reason why I've done that, which will become clear in about 4 turns' time.
He's already planning 4 turns ahead.
Yes, there we go. I needed an X token.
Yeah. Can you lay down your men? They are laid down.
They are laid down. Everything is laid down.
Ah.
Those
He's probably thinking about that man.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one that's
the one that was stood up.
The one that we got there. Okay.
And as you can see from the display, we've got
Stuff that isn't helping.
sponsors.
Sponsors, cool. I'm perfectly fine with sponsors. Right, let's make a start on some building. We have a nice cheapo one size enclosure because that's not. Oh, saying that. Yeah, there is that fact that there is a bit of a issue with where they're going to go, where the money's
We've got wrong university.
Have we? Ooh. Tell you what, let's bump that up to a 2-size enclosure. It's not the most efficient ever, but I think it's going to be necessary to make a start on the observation tower.
Okay, so you've started because you can start anywhere. No, you've got to start on a border.
You've got to be on the border, and then you've got to go in. And I normally like to start from there with the money, but I can't quite reach the observation
tower. But now
tower.
you've started there, everything has to now be adjacent to that.
Yeah, so I can get an extra token and draw some cards, but I'm going to have to fiddle around. I mean, you've got to upgrade the build card with this particular map unless you're...
DJ Raven said, how did we start with more than 4 cards? I didn't. I've got my end game cards in my hand.
He keeps everything there. Mine are there.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to build. It's a build of 3. So I'm going to spend 6 money. Probably will get some change over here.
Grab a little chest after.
And I'm going to build a petting zoo. Now,
we were just joking about like what kind of zoo I'm going to make or whatever, and it's like you're just a little petting zoo with guinea pigs.
That's this one, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, the V shape.
And I might as well connect to this to start with. Well,
maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's a pro and con. If you connect it early, it's not near many decent placements. But if you go anywhere else, it's going to be ages, if not the whole game, before you actually connect it.
It's quite tricky to get to, isn't it?
You
can't
even
start
start
here, so you've got to go round.
Yes, that's purposely done. I either start with the money or with the reputation, or I just connect it straight off and get going.
Yeah. So I mean, a reputation will get me
1.
Access to. Oh no, it'll get me.
No, that's 1. It'll get you access to a primate.
Get me access to that card. No, I think I'm going to start here in the corner.
Cool.
And we're just going to have a petting zoo there.
Yeah,
like
you're going to experiment on guinea pigs. Yep, you monster.
Right. Come and see our lovely guinea pigs
before they go into the lab.
Yeah. Done.
Right. Everybody needs a refresher on this game at least once a day. Right. Okay. No sponsors right now. We can't sponsor from there, so that's a little bit of a pain. But why don't we get an animal in my zoo, which is annoying that he would find the one card in the deck that defends against reptiles. But fine.
Not why I played it.
I know you didn't play it for that reason, but it's just a bit convenient that I could copy one of your actions and like that he plays that.
Certainly in a 2-player game. In a 4-player game, when you've got 3 other players potentially playing those nasty effects.
Yeah. It's better than it looks. I mean, I have actually played a couple of games where we've just used those.
Right.
And it's been fine because it's just easier to teach it.
Yeah.
I don't have to teach 4 random abilities. Anyway, that cost me $7 because it's a European snake. Hypnosis does not go off, and I don't get the solo thing either, which makes me sad. But it does get me 2 appeal plus 2 appeal for flipping the enclosure next to the observation tower. So grabs me 4.
4 appeal already.
Well, that's with the observation bonus. I mean, this is a very
right. Okay.
It's mainly for the hypnosis thing, which annoyingly vlogs.
So you needed to have a partner zoo
with Europe in
order to play the thing, and it cost you 10, and it's size 1.
But it cost me 7 because of the partner zoo.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do an extra.
Well, the hypnosis wouldn't have worked anyway, because I don't think you can use those effects unless anybody's at. If anybody's lower than 5, it doesn't do anything.
He does have a fair point, yeah.
Sorry, not the hypnosis. The
you're right. Actually, those power hypnosis and that do not work against you if you're on 5 or less appeal.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What was I doing?
He's a tiny snake.
What was I doing? I was doing
things. Yeah, we don't need iron clays for this. That's a bit overkill.
Yeah, but they are nice.
Oh, they're nice. I'm just not paying £100 for a box of them.
they've got them over there.
Yeah, but then you had to buy brass.
So I think I'm going to do the association action, which is level 4.
Oh, what? Do you need a lab by any chance? do you need science symbols
No.
for your experimentations?
No, it's just at 4, and it's either that or that.
It's university.
But,
it's university or thing.
Yeah.
So are you going to go with your?
But I've got 4, so I kind of want to do that because otherwise I'll feel like I've wasted a point.
I tell people this all the time whenever they do a build. Like this is a level 5 build, and I'm only building one size enclosure. Yeah, it doesn't just because you can. Doesn't mean you have to.
So I'm going to take this one,
But,
which gets me 2 reputation. So I go up to 3, and I've got another science thingy. I need to put what's it on, don't I?
Yeah, but go on it. Yeah.
Done.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be paper money. Yeah, but that doesn't give the money
Yeah.
a free pass.
Yeah, the money's a bit ugly in this game. It doesn't even look like coins.
No.
It's just like grey squares.
It looks like victory point tokens.
Yeah.
Oh boy, right, so we're not doing any association until we do a coffee break, which could be forever at this rate. Although, sorry, no.
And a break happens when you choose the cards action.
No, break happens when you do cards,
So,
or
yeah,
do sponsors.
Or sponsors and
bottoming.
choose to do the bottom bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does those parts, but yeah, there's... We think we're going to have to go with, I think, a card... Part of me wants to snap. So I think we're going to do a... I think we're going to do a sponsors card.
Sponsors for 5.
Yeah, we're going to sponsors for 5, but and this makes me sad because I hate using the sponsors card for this. We're going to break 5.
Okay.
And
It's 5 money.
it's 5 money, but I like playing sponsor cards.
Yeah.
And on this occasion, I can't. But I don't want to use cards at level 4.
Okay. Well, I'm doing cards for 5. In fact, now that I'm using the dice, I could just use that.
That is true. That was
There you go. Right. So I could draw 3 and then discard 1, or I could snap any one of these cards. That's right.
Yeah.
Is any of these cards of any use whatsoever? That's got too much text, and I can't read that.
But that's subjective because I don't know what you're going for. But I mean, you are a nefarious mad scientist with a thing for guinea pigs. So science library could be beneficial. You already have a bunch
What's
of
that going to
science.
give me?
$2 every time a research icon is played, and conservation point. You can get all the animal categories. So diversification.
Immediately when I play it, I'm going to get 1 appeal for each icon, and I've already got 2 of those icons.
You'll have 2 of them. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Or 3 of them even. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a sponsor card.
Sponsors are good. Stop.
Well, no, it's a sponsor card, but I've already got some sponsor cards that I want to play.
You say, go on my Instagram and find my last picture. I'll show you that you can never have too many sponsor cards.
I'm tempted to draw 3 and then throw 1 away because I need more cards.
Speaking of which, coffee break.
What is going on here?
Before we get told that we didn't forget to move it. Yeah, cool.
Oh yeah, break 2, isn't
Yep.
it? Yeah. Well, this is pretty rubbish. I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to discard the Blue Mountains National Park and the Bavarian Forest National Park.
Where's that frog meme of "this pleases me"?
Have you taken all of the animals out of this game and replaced it with more conservation cards?
You watched me do an entire magic shuffle of all of this, like laid out shuffle of 200 plus cards. It took a while. Bearing in mind the last game we played, I had 15 sponsors cards as my tableau.
15?
Yes, I played
Wow.
a bucket load of sponsors. And I wasn't even playing Hollywood Hills. James, that's just bad. Right, okay. I'm going to... Cards 2. Right, so we're going to trigger a coffee break. Yeah, right after you've drawn cards.
Seriously?
Best time to do it. Yeah, best time to do it. Well, I want my association worker back.
So the card that I've just drawn, I throw away?
Possibly, unless you got something better. I want my association worker back.
Wow.
And I'm not going to draw a free card and discard 1 because that would be somewhat painful. So I'm going to...
we do the break at the end of your turn, don't we?
Yeah, at the end of my turn. So not the Science Library, it's going to be one of these 2 sponsors. Technically, that should be the better move, given that we're going after reptiles, but I do like the water break card. Oh yeah, I'm miles away from water and that, so we'll go for the herpes scientist.
Yeah.
I do think they should have picked a better word for that.
Right, so now we do the break.
And we now do the break, and
So
yes,
discard down to 3.
Yeah, get rid of that. That was in my starting hand. That was like the duff card.
Way too much text.
It basically choose whether you want to go large or small for the rest of the game.
Right. Remove tokens.
None, because you're quarantined.
Get workers back.
Replenish. University in Europe.
Yep.
So now you can, well, I don't know if I need you to join me, partner with Europe. It's my partnership.
Get your worker back.
Yes, main thing.
Get rid of these
I
two
get my X
cards.
token, and each of us gets a paltry amount of income. Like literally, what, like 9 and 6.
Yeah, so you get 9, I get 6.
I'm glad I sponsored it now then. All right.
Oh, Science Museum.
No, we don't want that. Although, 4. Yeah, the expert in small animals. It's handy if you've got small reptiles, I guess.
Okay. What else do we do?
That's it.
Pavilions, stuff like that.
We haven't got any.
Income, stuff like that.
It's reset
Coffee
back
back,
to 2,
reset.
and you carry on.
Okay, so I'm going to do animals, and I'm going to do 2 animals. It's going to be 2 petting zoo animals, because that's all I can draw.
That's not bad. I mean, it's
So we have
9,
a horse,
you know, it's
which
9,
looks like an elephant,
it's 9 appeal for 2 titular
and
animals.
we have a sheep, which looks like an elephant.
Well, I'm glad I managed to trigger the break before you got those out.
Yeah. So the first one is 3 appeal and a reputation.
14 cash.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then the second one is 6 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that cost me
14. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way you got that after 14. Yeah. All your money gone.
14 cash.
Right. No more income phase. No more coffee breaks for that.
Yeah. No, we can coffee break now.
Nope. There's only so much coffee you need. Even I'm saying that. Oh God, Nemesis is joining in the dad jokes.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. So with that, it's almost as if I planned for this. Let's associate straight away.
Yeah. Keep the zoo and animal puns coming.
But we're going to go straight to number 5. Right to that, because we have got a reptile breeding program now. Is this good? Yep, it's there.
Yep.
Reptile breeding program. So it requires you to have a reptile and a partner zoo with the same continent. So a European. 2 cards in my starting hand I did want to keep.
Yeah.
Which does allow me to get something which I can't even decide what income bit, but it does get me 2 rep, which is still behind the mad scientist.
Yeah, that's an amazing
And
start.
2 of those to get me to either flip a card or go association even more. Question is what bonus is always the hard bit.
That's a very, very good combo to start with.
Next to that, play a sponsor from my hand for $5 is tempting actually. To do that every single income phase could be pretty sweet. You know what? I might just do that. Let's try a change. Let's go with this whole thing that I do love sponsors. So in the income phase, I can play a sponsor from my hand for money. Right. So with that said, it's going to go on there. The sponsor I shall play for. I can do it whenever, but I'll do it here first. $5 is Penguin Pool. Now that I've got free reputation,
So you're playing that from your hand
for $5
by paying the money. Yeah.
And each time I play a bird icon, get 2 appeal, which triggers immediately. And where's that penguin?
And you needed the 3 rep, which you got 3 rep. Yep.
Yeah, penguin. I'll decide whether I'm flipping now or not. And so the penguin, as long as it goes next to a water space, which does limit the placement of this quite substantially, which I must admit I didn't actually consider before I...
Leslie's in the chat. Leslie's got these upgrades as well. Cool.
What, those ones?
I assume the little animal things here.
Slight change of plan, actually. I will play a sponsor of man, but it's going to be a different one.
Okay.
Pay her for 1 less, because I can't fit this penguin pool anywhere that doesn't screw me over like crazy.
You didn't get anything for playing the penguin pool yet?
Nope, but she gets me $3 back for being a reptile icon herself.
Right,
so
okay.
Reptiles get me money.
The herpetologist. In fact, anytime a reptile icon gets played into any zoo.
There's one for, like, I think most animal types, and that would be the reptile one.
Yeah.
That will go back to there. And the only last thing is deciding to how to get an association worker or flip a card, I must admit. There's a lot of reason why, although I think given the weirdness, I'm actually going to flip my build card nice and early.
Okay. So I had a plan, but I don't know whether to even bother doing that plan now. But yeah, we'll do it. So I'm sponsoring for 5 with an X.
Mm-hmm.
For 6 to play that, which is the card I started with.
Nice. It's a good bird.
Well, let's hope some birds come out. I mean, it is a bird icon, but I haven't seen any any other birds at all.
Well, we've got to try and, I mean, we drafted 2 cards from there, didn't we? Yeah.
So I get that. So
yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's no more reptiles either. So.
True. Each time I play a bird icon into my zoo,
draw 2.
I get to do a thing. But I also get the bird enclosure, which is 3b1.
Yeah, so you get to do the perception ability on birds.
Yeah.
And this is always up it. There you go.
Thank you. Bird cards. Now, if I put that along here... Oh, no, I know what I want to do. I want to put it there because I get to take a card from within reputation range. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take the water playground because...
because everyone loves the water playground.
Well, yeah.
But it's a sponsor card.
But that's got a thing on it which would work well for that.
Mm-hmm. Get your next token and your... I mean, the ability will depend entirely on those coming out, but... It is a science icon.
Every release, conservation... Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to take that one. So that goes into my hand.
Sad face. Everybody likes the water playground.
Let's go down. It's just because there's a slide on it.
It's a nice...
Look at this.
What is it with all these science symbols?
Well, it's the science symbols and more sponsors.
Well, sponsors are fine. I mean, the science symbols aren't going to be on the animals.
But in terms of the average, the percentage of the deck, right now it's 90% sponsors.
Well, it just means that we have to change our tact.
Right, you'll go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody likes playing the water playground, so... yourself included. Right, well, let's see. Can't sponsor that and can't associate for a good boy X. I chose not to get a worker. I chose to flip a card, which I might regret, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get a worker later. But on that front, I think it's time to build. Yeah, you haven't done a cards or anything like that, have you? No, so
nope.
Good. Not moving the coffee marker. In that case, let's build. Let's make the most of this crazy setup now that I can actually put some things around it. So I'm going to spend 10. We'll get 1 or more different buildings. So we'll go kiosk. We'll go pavilion.
And a size 3.
No.
No?
Nah, well, like I say, I want to make the use of the observation tower if I can get some
size 2 and a
small
size
animals. Certainly size 1, because I find that's good. And then, oh yeah, because it does have
to
be different. So yeah, we'll go with that.
There's your 5.
Not interested in migration warning. I'm not interested in any of these cards, so I might just draw one from the deck. But we put a pavilion there for a point, so 1 appeal point.
Think.
Even better, I'll put it there after I put the kiosk here. And we'll pop 1 there, and we'll pop 2 there.
So you get to draw a card from within reputation range.
Yeah, but
or from the top of the deck.
Yeah,
right.
That's what people forget. They sort of realise that it can be from either, and I don't like what's there, so I like this even less. So you wanted an animal? It's an animal, all right. And got the appeal from the pavilion. Yeah, I'm good. Reptile house will come later.
I'm going to associate for 4, and we're going to go for that. And I do not have the endgame scoring card for these, but there are 2 cards that require them, so I'm going to put that into there. That allows me to flip a card. And the card I'm going to flip is... I think the cards card. I'm right in thinking I need my card flipped in order to get up here.
Yes.
I'm going to do it now.
Yeah. I mean, that's planning ahead. I don't want to know what your reputation is for experimenting on sheep and... What else have you got in there? Sheep and horses.
And
you did cards, didn't you?
I did association.
Oh,
I've upgraded the cards card.
My mistake. So, you grabbed another uni. There you go there.
Yeah, and that got me to flip again. Yeah, done.
Fine. Sponsors is still a bit low, but I can't play any animals. That's irritating. I might have to use my X token in order to actually do something. So, okay, and each time you play a bird icon, alright, it doesn't trigger mine then?
No.
Good. Right, well, I'll use the X token because otherwise I'm wasting my time with the animals card. Where are they? Oh yeah, I'm there. So, well, sponsors at 5.
Yep.
Although, when we having a coffee break? Nah. Because I could just break 5, get the money, and just worry about it later. But then it makes no difference. Alright, fine, let's just play it. So, here we go. Bird icon there. So now we'll play the penguin pool because I can actually fit it somewhere. 2 appeal for a bird icon. In the Maizu, that is. So yours, we've both got bird things that trigger when we place them.
Right, okay.
And then I can place this, and it has to be placed to at least 1 water space, hence I wanted to do a bit of spot building, although this actually works out, I think, nicely. Yes, because if I... It never quite goes the the way it... Oh, that works. Alright, boom.
You've upgraded your build card. Yeah,
yep.
So that works.
Pop it in there. Covers the one that lets me put a card on action slot 1.
After doing the action.
After doing the action, which is fine because the animals card is useless right now. So animals is going all the way back to number 1.
Okay.
Now I've got a pool that just needs some... Well, it's got penguins in it. You just can't see them.
Right. So. Can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Game over.
So I'll do that. I will choose the card action, which is upgraded, so I can now either take 1 from within range or draw 3 and keep 1.
Well,
sorry.
What level are you at? 4?
4.
So you can draw 3 and keep 1 or snap.
Sorry,
but you can
draw
from
3 and discard
range.
1.
Yeah, but you can draw from reputation range as well. So
I can draw from reputation range. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the upgraded version allows me to draw
a mixture of there,
draw
and snap.
from there and from there, or snap any one. So the question is, do any of these?
Yeah. Do you want the kangaroo, the migration? I mean, do you want that migration one now? So
I don't know whether I do.
I mean, you were deterred by a water slide rather than the migration.
Yeah, it's just that I've already discarded 2 of those cards, and yeah. So no, I think I'm just going to draw 3 from here.
You're hit
2, 3, and then discard 1. What the heck?
Well, not good, sir.
Too much text.
Bless me, a long week.
Okay, done.
Alright, fine.
Drew 3, discarded 1.
And you broke 2, so yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, and break 2.
Although, funny enough, I'm also going to do that, so break 2
Okay.
cards. All the way at level 5. Come back down here. None of those I'm snapping. I don't have anywhere near enough things there, so I'm going to do a full-on draw 3 and discard 1. And have a guess which one I'm going to discard out of this one. The one that I drew earlier. I said that it was an animal. A bit big.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The giant African bush elephant that I can't play for life nor money. No.
It's a little big.
Yeah, for multiple reasons. You'd have a better time actually, because you'd ignore the condition on it.
Sponsor?
Right, that's a bit better.
Water playground. Could I have the water playground, please?
I am appalled. You stole my water playground.
Pop it in there. Go on the slide to get 4 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done.
Right, this hand is a bit better. Good. Right. I can play an animal now actually, so why don't we do that? Okay. Yeah, because it's nice and cheap.
That can be covered over now.
That's fine. So let's do animals. And we'll play for $5. This is a stupidly cheap animal. A European, hence it's costing 5. Herbivore, crested porcupine. Although part of me says I should wait. Yeah, but then what do I do? Yeah, actually. Logic dictates wait. So I'm going to build instead. There are reasons to my madness, folks. So we'll build at level 4 and we'll just build more cool stuff. So let's build 10 more of our stuff. Yeah, why not? Just keep on. I don't want the reptile house right now because it's a bit of a waste for the adder. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep building and just hope I don't find big animals anywhere.
So what have you done? Built for 4?
That's a good point. Yes, I have to build one thing smaller. In that case, we shall not have a one size enclosure. We shall leave that aside. So
we spent 8.
We'll pop the enclosure next to the observation tower. We'll pop the pavilion.
Flashburns in the chat said, yeah, played it yesterday and now all you can think about. I was the same after
that
my
happens, yeah.
first couple of games, just wanted to play it more and more and more.
It does have that effect.
I think the variability in the sheer amount of cards...
It's just addictive.
It's addictive. It means, oh, if I play this again, I'm going to get a whole different set of cards and it's going to be a completely different game.
Pavilion to there.
Can't have 2 pavilions. Oh, no, you
yes,
can.
You can. Pavilion.
Kiosks.
Yeah,
you have
kiosks
to
you
have a
can, which, yeah, does muck up that one. But I will pop...
space for it.
But I'll pop the kiosks. It's not earning, but it earns me 5. Now, pop it here. There we go. Eventually I'll find some animals to put in these things. Cool, done.
So I think I might do that whole building at level 5, but I'm only building one thing.
A lot of people hate that, yeah.
And I think I'm going to build a kiosk. And I'm going to put it here.
That's probably the best one so far, actually. What kind of reptile do you bring on an expedition? A navigator. That's probably the best one.
Oh, like that.
That's
So yeah, I've used a build 5 to build just a kiosk, which can have a 1 coin, please. Thank you. And then that goes to here. And then after the action, I move a card to position 1, which is going to be that one.
No animals from you.
No, not drawing them.
To be fair, I feel like I could just go to across and find a field in the middle of nowhere and get a sheep and a horse for my
that's all I've got.
In activity, really.
I've got a petting zoo here, and
you've just quarantined yourself because you're basically like you've got some virus outbreak in relation to your sheep.
Yeah. but we do have a water slide
with no water. Is it? Okay, I might trigger a coffee break. Oh, no, I can't because that's in the way. And I didn't get my X token. You're an idiot, Luke. Yes, you are an idiot. Because I can't do an association task. Can't play a sponsor. You idiot.
Jill's joined in the chat all the way from Mexico.
Nice.
Not sure what time it is in Mexico. Probably early morning.
I was going to say, yeah, it's got to be a bit behind it. That for an X token is not worth it. But for a sponsor card, yes it is. I don't know, you need a coffee break as well soon though.
I do.
It's just like, which one of us wants to do it is the question. Yeah, I'm actually going to do something I can't regret. I'm going to do the turn where basically if you don't want to do a turn, you basically move something back.
You move something to the 1 and take an X.
And take an X, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't have association on level 1 right now. I need on level 5. I need to shift it.
Right. Okay.
I want my sponsors at 5 for reasons.
So, I think I'm going to do the
9:37 p.m. in Singapore. Yeah, that would make sense.
Going to do the cards action. I think. Yeah, going to do the cards action, and I'm going to break 2, and I'm going to snap that one.
Now you're starting on the whole experimentation thing. Oh, why is it with these giant animals coming out? First the Indian elephant, now the African elephant, now the Asian elephant. I mean, Paul just doesn't want you. I'm afraid Paul doesn't want you, despite being the elephants.
No, if you're not cute and furry that kids can pet, that's all I'm interested in. Apparently,
if you're able to resist the lure of scientists
or
with needles,
birds would be nice. Or
so if you're able to take out scientists with needles when they come near you, then you're not eligible in his research institute. Now I could play a sponsor card and just let you do the coffee break, which is very tempting. Because I can wait. And get more stuff, so yeah, why not? If you are going to trigger that and get more money. Alright, cool. I'm going to do sponsors at 5.
Mm-hmm.
We shall play a Meerkat Den.
Another one that needs 3 rep, which you've got.
Well, it was important to get that.
So you get 2 appeal.
I would almost have associated the 2 rep in order to get some of those. So yeah, 2 appeal for her before. I doubt I'm going to do the end game scoring on these though, because they require you to get 6 of the symbols. So it's more just for the building of the stuff on my park that I'm more interested in. There is nothing from reputation range whatsoever I care about. So I think I'm going to stick this at the bottom and just have it take up space there.
Money.
Oh yes, because that's going next to a rock space and have 5 money.
Okay.
We got some meerkats.
Sponsors for 4. We'll have a science museum, which I'm allowed to play.
You're not causing a coffee break? Ow.
Am I allowed to play it? I am allowed to play it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
You do indeed.
It gets another one, and each time I play a research icon into my zoo, which I am doing, I gain 1 of those, and immediately I gain 2 money for each one of those. So I get 5.
Yep, no.
And that can go
Nice.
there.
There's animal tokens. There's a good BGG for it and why it's not great for this game. You also have to change how you put out the middle cards on the main board. Not sure what that's referring to.
I'll have a look at that. Shall we go? BGG, why it's not great for the game? Why is what not great for the game? What have I missed?
I don't know whether he's talking about the animal tokens or the fact that somebody mentioned an A1 board.
You'd also have to change how you put the middle cards on the main board. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have missed it. Oh, here we go. Flashburn. The drafting isn't in the rules. It would lead to a balanced start. Yeah.
It does, but honestly, drafting rules I tend to ignore in most games because they just take up too much time. And for new players, how do you know what to draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Terraforming Mars drafting is essential once you know the game. But in this, you could draft the starting cards, but choosing 4 from 8 is fine.
Yeah, you get 8 cards to pick from. It's not too bad. I mean, they say draft in Architects of West Kingdom with the buildings. Why? Just mulligan.
Yeah.
Okay, right, animals. Now we can put an animal.
Maybe if it was choose 4 from 12. I don't know.
You could, yeah. Why? Just add more choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so animal card. I'm not actually playing 2 animals, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll just go with it. $5 for a European animal. Now I'm going to play it. A porcupine. Easily the greatest animal that we'll have in either of our zoos at this rate. Because nothing's going to beat this at the moment.
Well, it's a herbivore. Don't you get something for it?
I do. I get 2 more appeal on top of the free appeal for the animal. And I can discard a card from the display and replenish, or discard 1 card from my hand to draw 1 card from the deck. I am not discarding this card, so which is annoying actually, because it means I can't do the bottom bit. Alright, fine. In that case, that is going away. You are not having a medical break for it.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yep.
That would be like totally amazing.
Yeah, and
is it 1 or 2? 2.
It's 2, and to be honest, I'm not going to play it, but you've got the animal ignore condition, so I'd rather you didn't have the chance to play an Asian elephant for ease. There you go. You've got a primate breeding program just waiting for some there. And a large animals thing.
Yeah, right.
Any excuse to play Ark Nova, right, Luke? Well, yeah. I've taught it at Baycon and playing it here.
Right, so that's your animals action done.
That is everything.
And you've got no money, or you do have money?
I have money.
You do have money.
If you call that money, but yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm 1 short.
However, you're going to run out. You can only get so much funding for your science. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a build now. I
don't know if I get the hype, but I also didn't like TM. I mean, I didn't like Terraforming Mars at first. I've warmed up a bit more to it now if you just cap it free and put Prelude in. But I still prefer this one to it because there's enough of a difference. I mean, animals is just more interesting than Mars for me as well. That kind of helps.
I'm going to
4 from 12. Yeah, good work.
Yeah, or 4 from 10, or 4 from,
just mitigate
4 from 20, whatever.
Do what you like, tweak it.
But I don't think drafting would break. Drafting wouldn't change anything.
I don't think it would break it, but I'm not drafting 4 cards or whatever. It's like, yeah. You know, the time it takes.
Right. This isn't working. How close are you to breaking?
What, the coffee break?
Yeah.
Well,
it's 3, isn't it?
We're 3 away. 1 more action I could be within range if I was to sponsor for free.
Yeah.
Cards won't trigger it.
No. I mean, my cards at level 2 is actually still pretty good.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the
Draw 2 and
upgraded cards.
choose 1, and I can choose from within here, but I don't think
yeah.
any of these are really any good for me. Just running short of other stuff to do.
I don't know, a lot of monkeys are coming out. Maybe it's time to start a breeding program.
I don't really want to do another build of 1. But yeah, it's tricky. I'm just doing some maths here. I got 13.
Yeah.
If I spend 4 for that, I'll be down to 9. If I then go over the 5, I'll be up to 14.
If you're impressed by Paul's mental arithmetic, like the video and
Yes.
share it across the voice.
Support me on Patreon to help me with my maths classes. It seems a really... It's an inefficient move for 2 reasons. 1, it's a build 4. But 2, the animal that I need only needs a size 1 enclosure.
Ooh.
But if I build a size 1 enclosure, I can't cover up the 5, which means I don't have the money to play the animal.
So why not just build a size 2 and just ignore the fact
Exactly. I think that's what I need to do. I need to build
I did the same thing. My snake at the start
Yeah.
was size 1 in a size 2 because I wanted to reach the observation
So I'm building
tower.
a size 2 enclosure, which costs 4.
Literally staring at my observation tower, I've just remembered something. I need another 2 appeal because I forgot to flip this enclosure for the porcupine.
Oops.
Who's next to the observation tower. The little one there.
Yeah, so you've only got 2 animals. One's there and one's there.
Yeah.
So
However,
I build this, I put it there, I get 5 money.
I've got a snake and a porcupine. He has a sheep and a horse. Who's got the better zoo currently?
Sheep for the win.
I've also got a meerkat den and penguin pool. Yes, I don't have animal cards for them, but the dens are there.
So you've got a meerkat den with no meerkats.
But it does have meerkats. It's got them right there.
A penguin pool with no penguins.
That's a penguin right there.
And you've got a lizard specialist.
An expert on herpes.
Oh, at least you have one.
Yeah, so I've got a herpes expert, and she's able to.
And
deal
I've got
with
a barred
reptiles.
owl hut with no owls.
Yeah, so you get lay off my herb before bird thing with your bird owl hunt.
Come to our zoos.
People like porcupines. That's
I think I'm done. Your go.
Interesting. Drafting with no knowledge of what the other players have increases randomness rather than decreasing it as it's perceived. Discuss.
Well, it's 50-50. You've got more control over what you get, but you might be passing a power card to somebody without knowing it. So yeah.
Yeah, it does have
There's
that.
pros and cons.
Let's see. Well, I could just build, but then I need room for that. So if you're going to trigger it, you trigger it. Right, I'm going to do cards at 5.
Cards at 5.
So you want to trigger the break and Gouroid Hid.
Not really.
Yeah, you do.
Well, not now that I've now got exactly what I need to play.
Don't give me that. You want to do it. I could take an expert on small animals because I seem to be doing that at the moment, but I really want more cards, period. So I'm going to draw 3 and discard 1 because I'm sure in here there is a card that I'm never going to play like that. Eurasian brown bear.
Yeah.
I love bears, but they are not suitable for my zoo where I don't want anything big enough to crush my employees. That's it.
Animals. I'm playing 1 animal. It needs 14 money. It requires this, but I'm going to ignore that requirement because I got scientists.
Basically, he stole this animal from whichever continent it was.
So, it does all sorts of things.
So he's come to my European partner zoo and stolen the monkey.
It gives me 3 appeal.
Yeah.
It gives me 2 reputation, which is going to trigger a card flip. And it's going to advance the break token 4 spaces.
Yeah.
And I gain 4 money.
One way or another, just trigger it one way or the other, yeah.
So, I'll gain the 4 money. It requires a size 1 enclosure. I'll put it in a size 2 enclosure so that he's got a bit of room to, walk around.
Well, that and you haven't got a choice.
Yep, there is that.
Don't tell me you thought about the animal's well-being.
It's all marketing. I'm going to flip a card over. Now, the card that I'm going to flip over is...
Interesting. I mean, you want the big animals with your research institute? You can ignore conditions.
Well, no, it's the one that I've...
Oh, the one you keep complaining about.
has
The build.
twice is the build one.
Although...
But I do like...
But then you'll build icons all over there. I mean, it doesn't really help much with your map.
do like donating early.
But what money?
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Your zoo is earning as much money as I am, so...
Okay, I am going to flip the association action over.
Yes, solid management plan. Don't crush the employees.
Right.
We put that in their contract.
And then
alongside dental.
this goes to the end, and then we trigger the break.
Yes.
So we discard down.
So you can have your X token. I'm willing to.
I'm
sacrificing the X token because I just want you to hurry up and trigger the break. I want money.
So discard down, remove special tokens. Workers come home.
Fill up this silly university
Fill up
place,
that. We get rid of these 2 cards.
which are also silly. All right. So to fill up the box, we have a herbivore, sponsor magnet, which would have been great at the start of the game, and a monkey bush baby who's very tied to Africa.
No birds. So we've done that, and then this.
Now the joyous bit, income.
So I've got 16 plus 3, I believe,
Wife.
for the kiosk.
Oh yes, sorry, the water playground's next to it. Yep.
I get 19.
That kiosk is only worth 1, but that kiosk is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for everything surrounding it. So 5, 6, 16, 22.
22. Okay.
Happy money. However, I'm going to
You
spend.
also get that.
Yes, I'm also going to spend 5 to play a sponsor from my hand, which will be, even though I'm not technically an expert on this one yet, an expert on Asia, because I haven't really started with that yet.
Okay.
Each time I play an Asia icon into my zoo, I mean, I get 1.
You get 1 appeal now.
With E. I get to build a pavilion for free, which gives me another 1 for when I put this down, and we'll pop it. Yeah, we'll pop it in there for an X token. So that'll be another 1.
Yep.
That's income.
So that's the break over. You'll go.
Now me, yes. Let anyone answer this question? The coins are coin chest Sinister Fish. They did it as an add-on with their last Streets and Villagers game. You might be able to get it direct off their website, maybe even from a retailer, but they're cheap as chips and they're brilliant. Basically, they are a very good and nice, easy money stand-in. Right. Regular Association Worker back. Oh, happy days. Can I do anything funky with that, though, is a question. It's going to be a while we can get these conservation projects done this round, unless we can find more on the table for us to nick. I got a petting zoo animal. Do you want it?
Sure. I keep hunting for them and not finding them.
As I say, you got anything you can give me for that? We seem to be low on sponsor cards. That makes me a little sad. In that case, why don't we just do a massive build and just associate with the added reputation really good. I can flip a card either way. Let's associate. Let's associate for a partner zoo, and we will associate with Asia would trigger him again.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need this one. Yeah, why not? Let's trigger.
So all sorts of things happen.
Well,
you gain an appeal.
I gain an appeal for a pavilion, not because of that, but he allows me to build a pavilion for free, which equates to 1 appeal, basically.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah.
That was a one-off when I got it originally.
Right. Okay.
And so we'll plonk it down here for $5.
Yep. And you also flip a card.
Which, given that I think partner zoos are the way I'm going to be going, I probably should.
What's Paul been playing wrong? Paul says. Not sure you get kiosk bonuses for special enclosures. Yes, you do.
You do.
The wording, I can see how the wording in the rulebook can be misunderstood because it says for unique enclosures. Basically means, different things.
Yeah, it is legitimate.
But it is for everything.
Part of me says I should really flip the association in, because if I'm going to get more partner zoos eventually, I'm going to need that. But I'm not going to get another worker until the dawn of time at this rate, so it might be better to get something sooner and wait. So I think I might upgrade sponsors, because I do seem to have a thing for that, and it would allow me to get a lot of money. So okay, we'll go with that. Upgrade sponsors. Finito.
I think I'm going to choose the cards action, and I'm having a look to see if there's anything here I want, and I don't think there is.
You have been increasing your solo difficulty then.
Only
Only by the odd coin, but yeah, I guess it would make a difference over time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what types of buildings like enclosures or whatever surrounding your kiosk. It's whether they're completed or occupied. So
Yeah.
if you have multiple size 2 enclosures around and they're all filled up, that's fine. It doesn't have to be unique buildings surrounding it.
Done.
That's why pavilions are great to surround kiosks with, like so, because they're completed buildings at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Does it not say unique then? I can't remember what the word is.
I'm not
but
aware of it saying unique.
I remember it was a discussion that cropped up in one of my other playthroughs.
Yeah, I did not remember it saying different or unique buildings in the text.
Stevie's saying they have to be different.
It'd be worth interesting to check.
Going to pass me the rule book while you're taking your turn. See what it says.
Who invited these two? There we go. Have a look. That's an interesting one if we didn't do that wrong. Right. Anyway, that was Association Action last round, so I can move my cards. Right, there we go.
Right. Each kiosk gives you 1 money for each unique, it does say unique, building, special enclosure, occupied standard enclosure, and pavilion adjacent to it.
Which is fine. In that case, I'm going to correct myself and check away 1 back. Yeah, because I got 2 pavilions.
But you probably wouldn't have done that if you'd have known the rule.
I'm not going to be fussed over a point.
Okay. So, yeah. So, Steve's right. They have to be different.
Yeah. That's fair enough. And to be fair, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, fine. I'll
So
check away
basically,
1.
yeah, if you have 2 pavilions next to a kiosk, you're only going to get the money for 1 of them.
Yeah. I'm not fussed. 1 coin is not going to ruin my plans. I'll put sponsors, because with the flipped one, I can now do X+1, which is handy. And I can also play from reputation range with additional costs. So I'll spend $2 to play you from reputation range. As an expert in small animals to reduce the cost of them. And I get 1 appeal for every size, well, every small animal I've got, which is only 2, because we're really struggling for animals here. But that's that.
Right. You like this?
I'm not sure I will.
That's what. I'm going to associate, which is level 5. I'm going to associate at level 2.
Yeah, reputation is good because it gets you a worker.
Gets me 2 reputation, which gets me a worker. But also, I'm going to make a donation,
No, you're gonna
which
do
costs me
this.
2 money. Now, where this cube comes from here, which gets me 1 conservation point, which gets me potentially
Where did your first one come from?
there.
No, your first
The one I started the game with.
No, it was the conservation point. Your first conservation point. Oh,
there.
the science museum. Oh God. All right. Yeah.
It's each time I play a research
Yeah.
icon into my zoo.
Yes.
But you needed 4 to play it, so every time
it's a good card, but yeah. I'm
I want to play
got,
more science icons.
No, I'm glad I
that
got
medical breakthrough would have been a
Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that.
absolute game changer.
Yeah, I am so glad I dug that one up.
The question is now, do I want the other worker to get super greedy, or do I want to flip a card? I think at this stage,
Move your workers up.
oh, I'm always doing that.
Yeah.
Where am I going to get my other workers from? There's a worker there.
Yeah, but unique in the game is not like one of, otherwise kiosks would be rubbish. So it's different buildings.
Workers. I can get a worker from here. I can get a worker from here.
Yeah, but
Where
I
else?
was going to say, are you going to get
But is
where
there
else?
anywhere else?
There is one sponsor that does it. There might be an animal. I think there's a couple of animals.
But if
that
I
do
don't
it.
take that one, I'm not going to get that.
You have also an income bonus on your. Well, not an income bonus, but you have a one-off.
Oh, I have a
bonus.
one-off bonus there. There's one
if
there.
you can do
Right.
anything
So if I
green.
don't take that one,
It's not the end of the world.
but am I ever going to get to there? That's the question. I don't know.
Hard to tell, but you should be able to unlock the other one on your track.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to upgrade the card.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been hating on that for ages.
Exactly. Right. That goes down. I'm done.
Right, okay. Again, we are not seeing a lot of stuff out there.
No.
Which is demanding, because... So, next thing might have to be... Do I really want to build one of those? I guess I got no other choice. Well, let's keep building then, I guess. Build 10. Let's build as many buildings as I can.
Build for 10.
Yep, might build a petting zoo, actually.
Is there a reason why we didn't implement the 2-player blocking tokens? What are the 2-player blocking tokens? Oh yeah, the 2-player blocking tokens.
Which block what?
They block, I think, the middle space on each. We forgot.
The middle space on those.
The reason is we forgot.
Yeah, A, we forgot, and B, to be honest, I think we'll be lucky if we get 4 of each animal at this rate.
But yeah, let me have a look at what we are supposed to block.
I build.
2-player game. Right, so we should have blocked... in a 2-player game, place 6 tokens of any other colour and put them on the face-up base conservation cards, the left level on the left card, the middle level on the middle card, and the right level on the right card. Yeah. And then on the association board, it's supposed to cover the columns. So if you've got another player bag of pieces, I will sort that out.
You can have the kitties, Red.
Thank you for letting us know.
I'm going to do pavilion, kiosk, and a petting zoo. So, knowing this restriction with that lot, then let's try this. So the left one on the left card,
middle one on the middle card.
Let's go pavilion there for an appeal. Let's go kiosk there, which is still legal placement. And we'll go...
Mission finishes. Sorted.
As weirdly as this is, we'll go there with the petting
sorted.
zoo. We'll go there with the petting zoo so I can get a rep.
Yeah, thank you very much, Blaze.
Right, done. Build. I've built lots of things. It also affects the donations, yes.
Yeah, those.
I'm definitely happy it does that.
I'm going to sponsors, and I'm going to have an expert in predators.
With your biggest predator is what?
Well, I've employed him. He might not be very busy. But
that little gizmo monkey thing is not a predator.
Each time a predator icon is played into any zoo,
yeah, gain 3. Money. It's the same with the reptiles one.
So I gain 3 money now, because he counts for himself. And that goes there.
So, rank the biggest predators we have there. The European adder, your horseradish monkey thing, whatever that pronunciation is, or Paul himself. Which one's the biggest predator? Right. On that basis, do I want to waste time playing that animal, or should I just wait and build and then play 2 animals? I think I need more cards, frankly. Draw 2. There's nothing worth snapping because I'm rubbish. I'm going to play cards. So break 2, draw 2 cards, don't discard any. Straight off the deck. Done. That's better. Right. Much happier with that. Etsy from Green Knight Games, I believe his name is. Have a search for it and see if I'm right. I know it's Green Knight or Green something. Why did I build that petting zoo?
Right. So, I'm going to build. And I'm going to spend 10. I'm going to build. Einen Pavilionen.
Oh, it blocks a 5, a 4, and a 2. Oh, alright. Oh, so I can't do 2 reptiles. Alright, fine. Find me more snakes.
I'm going to build... Ooh. Let's build a 2. Let's build a kiosk. And let's build a 1.
You're going for it.
Okay, so there's the 5. Right, now, kiosk is going to go in there, which gets me 1 appeal straight away. The 2 is probably going to go down here. The 1... No, I'll put the kiosk there, which I can.
I can't find his actual name easy on the search. I swear it's Green Knight something.
I've got an X.
You can always ask on the UK Facebook group, because he's on there every
could
now and
be.
again. You might be able to search for it. If you just search the term Ark Nova, you might actually find it.
I think I'll put that there.
You got the giant mountain lump in the way.
Yeah. Right, I've done 5 things.
You built things,
I'm done.
Cool. Right, well those two...
I did pay for them.
Hope so. Right, well those 2 cards I just drew were perfect for what I need, so... Now, I need to be careful with this. Hopefully I've got the money. 12, 9, 4, 13. Just got enough money. Yeah, cool. So we'll do animals so I can play 2 animals. Now, the 2 I just drew. Eagle, owl, and a squirrel monkey. Now, I'm partnered with Europe, and it's a small animal. So its cost is down by 6.
You've got expert in small animals, have you?
So he only costs 4 to buy him. The squirrel monkey is not partnered with me, but it is still a small animal, so it's costing 9 rather than 12. So cheap, small, little cuddly animals.
So 9 appeal.
Certainly 9 appeal, at least. I can't seem to find another 1 to save my life. Right. So they've got effects as well, which I'll go into in a minute. But first off, they are going to flip 2 things next to me, observation towers.
Okay, so that's another 4 appeal. As I mentioned at the start, Luke spent the last 3 days practicing this game.
I played it once. I'm also out of enclosures though, so I do need to actually build some more. After finishing the current action, can place any action card on 1. Probably association, because we're miles away from a thing at this point.
And you've got perception 4.
Action 4, draw 4, add 2 to my hand and discard the rest. And there's actually, I've noticed,
It's a bird icon,
2 more
which
appeal
gives
for
you
that.
2 more appeal.
And that's it
I
for
don't
me.
get
I'm just looking
anything.
at cards.
No, I get things for
You
predators.
get it for your own birds,
Yeah,
but not my birds.
and all predators. Yep.
Now I need to go, what am I doing with these 2? Sorry, cheater. You're too big. Sorry.
Look at those predator icons, though. 2 of them.
Don't worry, don't worry, there's more.
That's gonna be loads of money.
I don't think I'm desperate to... Oh, I can't even play that animal. I literally got no science symbols anywhere. Sorry. Tasmanian devil.
Wow.
I can't play it, so...
Yeah. And you're all done?
That is it.
So you did animals for 2, you played them, you paid for them.
And
You're
you got various stuff for
quite short on money now, aren't you?
Yes, I am somewhat potless. The Game Night UK, right. So I don't know what I was on about with the Green Night, but yeah, okay. Thought there was a retailer called that at one point, but... Alright, thanks, Stephen.
So, I'm going to get 1 conservation point at the end of the game if I have all 5 continents icons. How many do I currently have? 1.
Well, yeah, because you've only got 1 animal that doesn't originate from Britain.
Yeah.
You also have 2 animal category icons. Or, no, you didn't play that one. But then,
Can't quite afford.
I do have 2 birds, but I can't associate.
Just a little bit short on the old cash.
Only predators, and I don't have 4 reptiles.
And I can't do the same thing twice because it would cost me 2 workers the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, remember that. But I could associate with an X to move it to 4 to take
Yes.
another thing.
Yes. That's perfectly fine.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's associate for 3 plus 1. To put this on here, to take the only one I haven't got, which gets me 1 rep. And then I will donate. I will spend 5.
I'm so glad that there's not 8 of those things.
Put that there to get another 1 of those. Done.
It works. Right, I could play the sponsor, although I am... Well, actually, I better play it, because I don't think I'll have enough in to play it normally. And I am very short on money, even... I can play 1 animal with its discount.
Come on, petting zoo animals. Where are they all?
I got 1.
2 in my opening hand. They're not...
Well, I found 1, but that's what I built the
another
petting zoo, but I don't know why I'd even care about building it. Are petting zoos small animals? I think they are, aren't they? Interesting rule thing.
Yeah, they're all size 1. They're classed as size 1.
Well, that doesn't make it stupidly cheap then. But I'm still only. I need more money.
Morning, Edgar. Thank you for joining in.
I've only got one Australia icon, which makes that a bit naff as well. But I could put that under there to get more appeal, so yeah, why not? Alright, let's sponsor at 5. And
2 breaks?
nope.
Not 2 breaks.
Sponsors.
That's the cards card.
Yeah, that's if I do the. Although saying that, ooh, you know what? We will. Yeah. So is that where it was?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
I'm going to do the 10 money.
Oh, 10
bottom
money.
bit. Yeah.
Right. Nice.
Because that is actually probably better than playing this random sponsor. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to break then.
And if you do break, I could just pay 5 and play it, so it's not the end of the world.
So I break for 2. I'm going to draw 3 cards. Now I could draw within reputation range, but I'm still looking at these cards, and I'm still not seeing anything which I am interested in.
That kangaroo is going to go away, though. Can you live with yourself on that?
Yeah, whatever's.
If you are opposed to Paul's hatred of all things kangaroo in Australia, I didn't write to him.
So.
This is actually not the biggest table hog compared to a lot of Euro games.
No, no.
You know, you ever play Go?
No, not at all.
That's a table hog.
I'm going to keep
3D tiles for this game. I'm not going to deny that they
it
would
would
look good
look
and I'd be
nice,
tempted,
but
but there is such a thing as overkill.
bit small and fiddly.
You know, terraforming Mars much. It's
Let's keep those 2, and let's throw that one away. Okay, so that's that done. Those go to the end,
oh, Max, we're in normals.
and now we trigger a break.
Yeah, so money
So,
right.
hand size?
I actually, yeah, so, oh, cool, yeah, I have to
You have to
just
throw a
come
card
down.
away.
In that case,
Special tokens go.
bye bye monkey.
Workers come home. You get your worker back. Get some new universities and partner zoos.
Yeah, could do with that. University and a partner zoo. Well, you're done with university, so
Yeah.
partner zoos now.
Let's look down. We have the lesser flamingo. It is a bird. And we have the pygmy hippopotamus.
Which is not a bird.
Which is not a bird. Income. So I'm on 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
23 base, add 4, not 5 for that one now, thank you. 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32. All the monies. Which I really kind of needed. But I can now use some of that money to play the sponsor cards, because I might as well, for $5. From my hand, it saves me an action. And play the expert on Australia, even though I have nothing else Australia at all in my zoo. So it's 1 Foxy appeal. But I can place a card from my hand underneath this card to gain 2 appeal, and given that this fox only gets me 3 appeal, I think I'm just going to shove the fox in there, frankly. It's like 1 less appeal to just pouch it underneath the expert.
Oh, the pouching, yeah.
Yep, so for 1 less appeal, I'll just pouch it and get 2 appeal now.
Okay, so what do you get? You get 2 appeal.
2 appeal, yep. And that was my lack of expertise.
So it's an expert on Australia.
Which pouches when you place an Australia icon.
Right, okay, so she's carrying around.
I don't know. I mean, the kangaroo's gone and I've got the expert, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought for free.
Claim the X token for breaking. Thank you, Peter.
Yes, have your little present. And you did all that, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah, well, that actually fixes what I was going to do on my turn.
Fair enough.
Because I needed to sponsors for 5.
Right.
Oh, except I can't, it's not upgraded. So I can't play that.
Correct.
Because it's not upgraded.
You can take the cards and draw it. Because you can draw from reputation range regardless of what level it's at.
With that,
Yes.
yes, but
Where's a digging card where you need one that destroys cards on the display? That would be nice.
no, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to associate
Hold on.
2.
You broke.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
and that was all of the stuff that happened in the break?
That was all
because you played the
because
sponsors.
because the sponsor's part of my income, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You but those my
And what was
association
it you played? That.
that was played with that, yeah.
Okay.
For $5.
It's not a predator. She's not a predator, is she?
No.
No.
Got rid of my predators, unfortunately. It wasn't needed. There is nothing there apart from sponsor magnets that I got remote interest in. Well, and that bird, I guess. I could just build. Yeah, let's just build and just cover my zoo. It's fun. I'm sure I'll need the room eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna build. $10. Build lots of things. I need space for animals, so why don't we build a 2 and a... I think we'll build a 2 and a 3 actually. I think I'm kind of done with kiosks and pavilions all over the shop. I think I kind of need a couple of enclosures just in case. So why don't... and I can draw from reputation range, which ain't going to help me at all. So why don't we put 2 here and a 3 there, so that we can have a card drawer from the deck. Useless. That's it.
I'm going to associate for 2, which allows me to put this worker here. I don't think I've ever done this before. Which is 2 reputation, which gets me a card from within reputation range.
That, and 1 conservation point.
Although, das ist einen Burden. Nope, that's fine. Yep, and a conservation point. And then I'm going to pay 7 to do another donation, which gets me another conservation point, which gets me this.
Boo.
Now that could be 3 cards from within conservation range, from within reputation range.
I don't like this side of reputation. Where's this reputation coming from? It's not your animals, that's for certain. I told you, it's nefarious mad scientist reputation. Where's the death laser on the moon?
Now then.
I have to connect to your other buildings. What do you mean, can't do what?
Not sure. Everything is connected to your other buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think you have to connect to an occupied building when you build. Yeah, that's connected to Penguin. Yeah, that's got water design on it, but that is not a water space. That's actually a building.
If you zoom in and look carefully, yeah, that's not water.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain you don't have to build next to an occupied enclosure in order to build.
These actually seem quite a little weak.
Fine, don't have one. I'll take it. Have $5. It's all right, Steve. I might say, from that angle, it does look disturbingly similar to a water space, actually, looking at the picture. I say, have $5 if you don't like those tokens. I'm certainly going to grab one when I come by.
We'll do it. I'll take that
Boo.
one.
I just like drawing
Well, I'll
cards.
have that one.
Fine, I'm going to go.
Okay, these can be from the top of the deck.
You can mix and match.
Right, okay, yeah. Because I don't want these. That's why I thought it might be a waste.
Then draw what you want and draw my precious bird.
Yeah.
My bird.
Although...
oh, here he goes.
Well, I have a size 1 enclosure that's not doing anything, and I'm not drawing size 1 animals. So the Senegal bush baby...
And whose fault's that?
You got any Africa icons? No. So it's pretty weak.
Yeah, do I have any African icons? No.
I'll just draw 2 more cards.
Well, do I have any Asian animals? No, that's annoying.
Right. I now have 1,000,000 cards in hand.
And break. No, you've got 5 hand size anyway. Ooh, what's that? Each time you gain a continent or an animal category that is not yet in your zoo, gain $1 and $2. Interesting card. And an Asian reptile. I need to get my reputation up. It's proving a bit better, but I don't think I want to waste a worker on it. But it is getting a little bit annoying. There is a herbivore there. There is an Asian reptile, which is very tempting. But I mean, that explorer card is pretty neat. But a reptile from Asia would be quite nice right now. I am going to snap at cards 5, and I am snapping the Veiled Comedian. Yep.
This doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. I don't have enough enclosures. And I've only got 23 money because I keep doing that.
Yeah, would you stop donating if you can't afford it?
Well, exactly.
It's not good business sense.
I could. So I
What's-
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What he needs is a good accountant. So get on his Patreon and
8.
boost that up. If we can triple his Patreon, he might be able to hire me as an accountant.
I've got an accountant. She's downstairs having a read of a book. How do you think Vicky would feel if I said, I don't want you to do my accounts anymore?
Maybe she'd enjoy the break. You know? maybe it's stressful being your accountant. I don't know.
It's not. It's not. Right. So, I kind of want to play a Predator icon, because playing Predator icons actually gets me...
Stuff.
Well, it gets 3 money.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't sound all that bad.
Unfortunately, that one needs to... Oh, no, I can ignore restrictions, can't I? So the fact that this one needs to be next to a mountain doesn't need to be next to a mountain.
You can ignore one restriction.
I can ignore one condition, and the condition of that is it needs to be built next to a mountain.
I think that is a condition, yeah.
So I can say to him, you don't need to be built next to a mountain.
To be fair, you should have seen the game I was playing the other day or something where I played a sponsor card that said I didn't have to care about rock or water restrictions. So sharks apparently can survive on dry land.
Okay.
and half the things that needed rocks were perfectly fine in the depths of the water. It was kind of weird. Paul, you kind of need to catch up. He is doing something better. He will do.
I do. I don't know whether I will, but you're absolutely right.
He is slightly better in the environment, if nothing else.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I don't want to animals for 1 when I could animals for 2.
That's not a massive drop.
But if I built the other thing that I need, I then wouldn't have enough money.
I've never been that fussed about whether I pay 2 animals instead
Yeah,
of
but
one
I've
for that
got
card.
loads of animals in hand now. That's why.
But you haven't got the buildings.
Let's just work it out. If I build for 6, that gives me 17 left.
And you
If
have
I
no
then
discounts, yeah.
Yeah, if I then play that for 11,
6 left.
that gives me 6 left,
To play what, a small dung beetle?
which is enough to play that.
Really? You got
Yeah.
something that's cost 6? Oh, God.
So actually, this does work. So I'm going to build.
He's done something.
Um,
I need to remember what shape that is.
yeah, so I'll build a... I mean, I only need to build size 2. Yeah, so I'm just going to build size 2, or do I want to build size 3? Because if you fill your thing, you get bonuses, don't you?
What thing?
Although that bonus is a university, which I don't need because I've already got
Yeah,
it.
because you've already gone a bit mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only got 1 legal place I can build that. I need to be careful.
Let me just make sure I get this right. Okay, so yeah, we're going to make it size 2.
I think he broke him. You already have a size 2.
Yeah, need another one. So I'm going to spend 4. Oh no, I can spend the extra 2 to build something else as well. Yeah. So this is going to go here, which gets me another reputation, which gets me another X token. And then the kiosk is going to go... Or a pavilion. I can make it a pavilion, which gets me one of those. Right. Done. I've also got the fancy buildings that you can build as well now. But they cost 10 each, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're size 5.
Perfect.
Right.
Nope, the bonus for filling your zoo is entirely 7 appeal. It's always 7 appeal.
Always 7. Yeah.
Never changes. I wish that did change a bit though, because it would be interesting for certain.
Okay.
But, right. After breaking him there for a sec. Now resume normal service. Alright. I've got room for these animals.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Right. Speaking of which, there's going to be more. Let's play some animals. Right. Okay. You are a small animal. You are also a small animal. So 21 becomes 15. Play those. If that is a small
also
animal.
get a discount of 3.
Didn't even think of that. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Fine. In that case, I can spend that. Cool. Spend the 12.
So if you need an accountant, then just let me know.
That's got nothing to do with an accountant. That's
I can
information not provided to said accountant. But yeah, $3 back for the herpes scientist. So 3, 7. Yeah, 7 appeal. None's a bird icon. Reptile icon is money. It's not anything else. So you are just generic parrot. Fine.
Generic parrot.
One though. It doesn't give me anything else apart from
It's
just
a
its appeal.
coconut lorikeet. Never heard of it.
Yeah, that is that. It gets me 1 card from the. I've already done the appeal for it. It gets me a free pavilion with the expert on Asia though, so I got to be careful and not build in a certain location because I actually can't fit it in otherwise.
Did I spend 8 or 6? I spent 6.
That's a very good question.
Let me know. Let me know, Steve.
Put the pavilion there for 1.
I thought I spent 6, but if somebody wants to scrub back through the video and just check how much I had before and how much I now have, that would be great.
And I can snap 1 card from the display. That Explorer is looking very tempting, but I do need to think about the priorities and also what you're doing and what I get from this, so I'm actually going to snap the bird. It's also a small animal.
Hydrologist.
Yes, I built pretty much the world's biggest water adventure playground in the last game, so I was doing a lot of water icons.
Oh, you done?
I'm done.
Now I'm animalsing.
Yeah, so I'll see your 2 animals.
And I'm doing 2.
And I'll
Well, they're only little.
Well, so are mine.
So we have, first of all, Eddie, the European badger. So he cost me 5 money. He needs a size 2 enclosure. This one here.
That's a point. 1 marker on the petting zoo. That's why I carry on now. I'm just putting the marker on where it needs to be. And flipping that.
It is a predator icon. So whenever a predator icon gets played in any zoo, I get 3 money.
Ladies and gentlemen, his first predator in a zoo, and it's a badger.
It is a badger. I get 3 appeal. And after finishing the current action, I can move the animals card to action 1 or 5. So,
well, you're playing the action, so it's whether you want the animals.
I'll put that on there to remind myself that I can do that. Right, so that's that done.
Right.
Then, my second animal will be the South American coati.
This isn't the petting zoo. Yikes.
So that flips over.
Oh no, it's a bear.
It's a bear. I spend 11.
You ignore the condition even though you bet it.
Yeah. It gets me an X token. It gets me 4 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And money.
And it's a predator icon. So I get another 3 money.
You spent correctly. Okay,
I did. Okay, excellent. And that goes on there. And then, after moving the animals card down...
Do you want it on 5 or leave it where it is, basically?
Oh, that's a good point. I could just leave it where it is, but with 7 money,
yeah, unlikely.
I'm probably going to leave it on the 1 space.
Yes, I think now to bother with that one. Right, I'm going to associate 5, even though it's not for a conservation project, because otherwise I'll stuff myself. I need to... That's a problem. I need reputation. I've mucked up a little bit. But if I do that, I can unlock a worker, which solves the problem. Sweet. Good. Plan B can still work. I just got to do it in a different order. So we'll keep Association 5, and we'll, instead of getting a partner zoo, which I can't do because I haven't flipped the card, you can do it a different way by actually playing this conservation project early.
So you're putting the worker on here.
Yeah, and so we're going to release an animal with an Asia icon into the wild. It gets me a rep, which means I can now flip the wrong card.
Yeah. And what are you releasing?
I take it that doesn't apply instantly for that, though.
No.
I assume no. Right. What am I releasing? The one that I just made. I know it's a reptile, but it's the only Asia animal I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
so
and it's
hence I
size
snapped it.
1.
It is a small animal, which means it's still worth.
So you get 3 conservation points.
Yep, for
1,
the loss
2,
for the loss of
3.
only 4 appeal.
Nice.
So Go free, Veiled Chameleon. I mean, you weren't here for very long, but I think you escaped rather than released.
You want five money or 3 X tokens?
I'll take the 3 X tokens. Maximum 5. Yep, we're good. Oh, gave myself one too many there. There we go.
Okay, so you did the association, you did that, you need to put a thing on.
I do, and because the idea was that I needed another worker to not stuff myself up, I can take that token off to do it.
To give you the other worker.
To give me the other worker, yeah. Because originally I was going to get...
So technically, they should be that way around.
Yeah.
So the next one will knock that one off.
Yep. The original plan was to get a partner zoo to... Yeah, the original was a partner zoo in order to get the worker off it, but I can get the partner zoo, so I have to do it backwards.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm sponsoring for 5 because I've got a card that needs 5. So it gets me an X token immediately. I get an X token every income step.
Ooh.
And at the end of the game I get a conservation point for having 3 universities, which I have. But it is a research icon, and every time I play a research icon, I get one of those. If only I had the card, the end game scoring card for having research icons. That would be pretty good.
Someone said if only someone had an end game scoring card for sponsors, but yeah, sadly not.
Yeah, and that as well.
Right. There is no sponsors at the bottom of that track. That is slightly irritating. Has anyone done any cards actions? I mean, they have. No, the coffee,
not for ages.
Coffee hasn't moved.
No.
No. That's kind of annoying. Alright, perhaps I should just play this animal. Because animals are cool. Yeah, I've only got one animal. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's play an animal. I do need to save myself $10 though. But it's a small animal, so I don't care. Cool. Alright, let's do animals at 1, or at level 2, basically.
Animals for 2.
Yep, but it's one animal, it's good enough, and it's a birdie.
Flap, flap.
Although, better idea actually. No, first things first. Build with an X token.
So it's 5.
Yes, because I want to build
Spend
a
10.
reptile house.
Aha!
That only frees up. Saying that, do I need to?
Because you can move them in, can't you? At the point you build them, you can move them in.
No, let's go with the original idea. Because the thing is, I forgot. I just released the Veiled Chameleon just escaped.
Oh, so you forgot to flip that.
So it flipped back over, which means I actually do have room for this thing.
Actually, no. So Veiled Chameleon is a size 1, so you would have had to flip that over.
Good point, yes, because I put it in a size 2, but it has to be in it. Although, to be fair, that's not necessarily a bad thing for later. So let's see. Alright, fine. We'll stick it in the size 3 enclosure. Yeah. Stupid bird. Fine. I can always build a bird aviary if I'm desperate. Which actually, to be fair, might actually be a better idea later. So, okay. We will place said bird. So he's going to cost me 9 because he's a small animal. 5 appeal.
Are we forgetting to discard cards from the card row during income?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope,
we've been doing that.
We've been doing that. They just, like I say, we haven't bought much from the middle display. That's the thing. Card at 1 has been there for ages. I think it was at 3 in one bit, and then it moved to 1.
Yeah,
so
we've definitely been doing that.
But play the bird. 2 more, so it's 5 appeal for the bird, and 2 more for bird penguin pull. And draw 1 card from the deck with sprint. And that's it. No other fun and games.
Right.
Should have been 3 bird icons. What do I need? 1 more? Yeah.
Need money. Not going to get any money anytime soon.
That's enough money. It's fine. I think at this rate, I'm going to have to build a bird aviary and yes, flip that.
So you put that in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually going to need to build a bird aviary.
I think I'm gonna have to do a conservation project thing. So it's going to be association for 4 with a +1 to make it 5. To put this on here.
To do which one?
I think the only one I can do.
Because you haven't got 2 birds, you haven't got any reptiles. You got 2
Predators.
predators.
I got 3. Got 3 predator icons. So it's going to be that one, which gets me 2 conservation, which is going to get me one of those 2 things.
Mm-hmm. And which one?
And it's also going to release one of these, which is going to get me an immediate thing. And possibly an ongoing thing. So I think I'm going to take the money one because I'm short of money. So I'm taking that.
Okay, so
and putting it on there, which gets me 5 money now. but I'm also here. So do I want 2 reputation?
Or is that overkill? Or do you have sponsor cards that you need to get out?
Well, how else am I going to get reputation before the end of the game?
Cards, I guess, because you've already maxed out those.
Yeah. So...
How full yellow zoo... It's kind of crazy how full yellow zoo seems to be and how far off the scoring markers are. Could it be possible to get stuck where your only option is finding projects to free up space? Well, I mean, I built a lot of pavilions, which gets appeal, but then I'm also playing many more animals than he is.
I'm taking the 2 rep. So I get to draw a card from within reputation range, and I gain a conservation point. So conservation range, reputation range for me is now anything.
Yeah.
So which of these do I want to take? Yeah. And I need to look at, is the hydrologist going to be any good at all? No.
So herbivore gets me 2 appeal, bird gets me 2 appeal, pouch gets me 2 appeal. So I mean, there's really lots of trickle appeals, but the environment is a problem.
Each time you gain a continent or animal category that is not in your zoo. Ugh, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And monkey, you might not be aware actually, I've got the observation tower board. Flipping anything close to that gets me an extra 2 appeal on top of what it normally does. So imagine that's added up a bit.
That's actually no good.
This board is generally good at doing appeal, but not necessarily very good at doing conservation.
I'm not sure I want any of these.
Nope. You took my reputation token. I was hoping I need a bit more reputation. I was hoping to get that.
That is going to be if all water spaces are connected at the end of the game.
Yeah.
1 conservation point, which they are.
Well, it will be.
So I'll take that one.
I mean, they're not yet.
No, but I'm hoping they will be. Okay, so what did I do? I did an association. I did that. I did that. That got me that, which got me that. I put that on, which got me that. And then I moved up to there, which got me that, and got me that. I think that's it.
You are done, yeah.
Oh, and I can donate.
With what?
With this money.
With your last $12? Ooh. You sure you want to do that?
Sure. I'll spend 10 money. I will donate. I get another conservation point, which means we all now need to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening, large animal zoo.
So that is my endgame scoring card chosen. And now it's my turn done.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Right. Well, sponsors is no good at this point because my reputation needs to be higher, and you keep nicking all the reputation bonus stuff. I'm not associating for. I just realised this actually gets me 1 more worker than originally planned, doing that backwards way, because I get 1 from there, which I wasn't expecting, and then I'll get 1 from there, and then I'll still have another one. Handy. Okay. Maybe it's worth doing that first then. Saves me money. And leads me up the chain. And I can do a donate. But no, I need to play that animal. Okay, why don't we do that? Yeah, X token. Actually, it's not worth doing the X token yet.
I should have drawn from the top of the deck.
Why? Because you didn't like what you got?
Oh no, actually no, it's okay.
Does that need to be filled?
No,
I haven't done it.
Sunbathing.
Sea turtle. Oh, the sea turtle tank.
Really love sunbathing as a way to discard cards for money.
What card? Yeah.
Well, all of these.
What cards? Right, I'm going to X token build.
I can't play.
So X token build to make it 5. I'm going to spend $10, and funny enough, I thought I was going to go heavy reptile this game, but now it's actually a bird house.
Aviary.
Yeah, because I've got 1 reptile, but I've got 2 birds. It's better to build a bird aviary. Now this just about fits in this weird setup I've got here, so there to get my X token back. And what I can do is now move my 2 birds that take up size 2 enclosures each from their enclosures into the bird aviary. So we'll flip over this size 2, which is next to the observation tower, and we'll flip over this size 2, which is next to the other observation tower. In doing so, problem. I can't do that.
Why?
Because these birds aren't one that take tokens for there. They're too big.
Oh, right, okay.
These birds are strange birds that do not operate on the normal.
Are you still building the bird thing? The aviary?
I mean,
Because you've got nothing that goes in there, have you?
no, and the reptile house would be useless as well. So
You could put that in it, but that's the only thing you could put in it.
yeah, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't even flip up an enclosure because I think they're all size 2. Or does it flip over a 2? It's not worth $10 to build a reptile house for one reptile though. But I will build. I'm just going to build a size 3 enclosure and possibly some more enclosures, frankly, because I think I'm worried that I'm going to run out of enclosures. So how about we build a 3 and a 2? So we'll build a 3, we'll build a 2, gets us an extra X token back. Yeah. And maybe that'll work. Done.
So if you're really, really short for money,
You can sponsor us with your rubbish sponsor code. Yeah, Monkey, they don't have the Avery symbol next to them to get things. I know.
spotted that.
Sorry. Steve, I'm not sure, because why do I have the memory that Paul just beat me in our last game? I can't remember who won it.
So our last game was interesting, but I can't remember how it ended. Because
It was close.
I got a great start,
Yeah.
and I was not quite as far ahead as you were, but I was clearly doing better.
Oh,
until about halfway through 2/3, and then you started ramping up and doing really good stuff. And I can't actually remember who won.
I think I remember it. It was very close,
Other than
and
it
you
was
should
close.
have won. But there was a time when you had a choice of doing A or B, and one of them would have been the one that ended the game quicker in your favour, and
Right.
you chose to do the other thing, which delayed it longer.
Okay. But yeah, I can't remember who won.
It was stupid. I think it was me, but it was stupidly close. That's what Steve says, but it would have been stupidly close. I am rooting for Luke because if he wins, he would have to do the bender dance. Really?
Yeah, me doing all of those donations has got me up on here, but unfortunately has absolutely stifled me being able to actually...
Because we're building zoos, not experimental
Playing
research
these
centres. Half of your animals I can look at either in the local field or in my back garden. Fear the mighty predator of the coati and the badger.
And there's no point me taking the cards out. And yeah, we are so far off a break. But you don't have much money either.
Correct.
So you're not going to be doing
There's a good
playing of animals or anything else. But you can sponsor for like...
10
you'll be
money.
sponsoring for 10.
There's a good chance I'll be sponsoring for 5 at some point, yeah. If I want to do much more.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, to be honest, yeah, without giving too much away, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be doing that at some point. But how long can I wait?
Well... yeah.
Isn't it a point? Yeah, if you have to free up a size 1 enclosure, but you only have size 2s, do they flip? Well, Karen, what you're doing, this is a random question.
Well, when somebody leaves,
When you move it from there, normally you flip.
you flip over the smallest one that you are able to.
So it would be a 2, even
Yeah.
though it's a 1. Yeah, okay, cool.
I think.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Pretty
But
sure.
you carry on, I'm just curious about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little crazy, but I'm going to use my improved build for 4 to build one thing.
Smallest occupied standard enclosure that meets the animal's enclosure requirements. Yeah, so it would be. You could flip a size 2 even though it was a size 1 if that was all I had.
And let's build a pavilion down here.
That's an interesting point, Peter. Yeah. Yes, you could technically sponsor for 8 with a bunch of strength cards.
Yeah.
And get double that
Yeah, I
money.
mean, you could sponsor for 10 and get 20 money.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
But you could.
I could, but I'm not that desperate for cash that I need to waste all my X tokens on a bit of cash.
You'll go.
As soon as we get into the next coffee break,
Yeah.
that problem will be sorted.
Yeah, which might be soon.
But I need to associate first, so...
All right, okay. Oh, you got a spare worker, yeah.
Yes, associate it free, partner zoo, makes this a little cheaper, and I seem to be missing an Africa icon in the zoo, so why not? Although, I'm not pouching it, so what's the point? Alright, let's go for...
another worker.
Yeah, gets me a worker back.
Well, I was hoping you were going to break.
All in good time. Yeah, sponsor 15 with 5 X tokens and a 2 times token. Yeah, I mean, your money would be set for life at that point, but... The Dutch rules aren't very clear. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I suppose monkey unit's not appalled that we don't have more monkeys in our parks, frankly, but we've only got 1 each. And we gave up on the primate breeding program early in the game. I suppose Africa icon does mean that explorer is less good. Yeah, but whatever, I'm not going to get the explorer card, it's too late in the game.
Okay, I am going to sponsors for 3 with 2 X tokens to make it 5 to play a hydrologist.
Sorry, you're not doing it.
No.
Oh, you're playing the Hydro Lady.
So immediately I gain 1 appeal for each water icon, which is just the 2.
Yep.
But from now on, each space that I cover that is next to a water space, I get a money.
Yep. She's a good money maker if you're doing water. I mean, she basically came in because she was so impressed by your water slide.
Yeah.
And then decided,
Totally.
I'll sign up because I swear you're doing something with them. There's something you put in the air, in the ventilation system.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, I do need money before I can literally. Well. No, sponsors first. Right. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Sponsors. I know I am not spending X tokens for more money because that's not worth it.
But if you did 9, you'd get 18 money.
Yeah, I know, but you also want the break. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. I can do stuff with that $10 now.
Okay.
So I can wait.
Whereas I can't. And I get a handful of cards.
The ×2 token means you get to do the action twice, but I believe you do it at the strength value of what you did the action. So I think if you do boost it, that's still
the boost only happens for 1 of them.
It's a temporary boost.
So that's it. You could sponsor for 10 and then 5 and get 30 money.
Yeah, but I like my X tokens where they are right now. Because it's going to do a lot of fun things. Also, stop looking at the sea turtle tank. Although, to be fair, I don't even know why I'm even staring at it because I can't even fit the enclosure into my zoo.
Yeah, I'm going to choose the cards and I'm going to snap that.
Yeah, I say I can't actually fit it, so why am I concerned?
Delaying things right now. That's the problem. Just wasting actions.
So you've done cards, and that's 2 down there.
That is 2.
Oh, do I trigger it now? One thing first. Why don't we first do animals? We can. Yeah, do animals first. So animals, play 1 animal. This is now not a small animal, but it is from Africa, so it's only costing me 7. We are going to flip a size 3 enclosure to fit this slightly bigger bird in. Strangely enough, that has an aviary symbol next to it.
Yeah.
I get why the rear doesn't, because it's going to run on a ton of land. I don't get what the owl's problem is.
Doesn't like aviaries.
Apparently. But this thing does. I mean, I don't know.
Who knows?
They're fussy birds. 4 appeal for said 30, and it allows me to shuffle the discard pile, draw 2 cards, and add 1 to my hand. But that is my animal's action finished. So, feel free to continue.
Got no money.
Nor do I.
So
you know what would solve that?
I'll sponsors for 2.
I was going to say, yeah, sponsors or cards, one of the other.
And get 2 money.
Have your 2 money in your things. Owl eats smaller birds.
There you go.
Yeah, true, yeah. Owls may well eat their small friends. Sounds harsh. Anyway,
so
2 cards. Really? Medical breakthrough. No, we're not having that. I'll take the Serengeti part.
I broke for 2, I got 2 money, and now we do the break. So discard down to 5, which I have to do. You have to discard down to 3.
This is my card.
Oh, you've only got 1?
I only have 1 with the bird. So okay. I haven't been able to draw a lot of cards lately. I've been doing other things.
I kind of want to keep some of these now. I think that's the one that's going to go.
So hang on a minute. I can either release a bird into the wild or just do birds. Gets me the exact same amount of points either way. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I lose out by doing I lose out by doing release an animal.
Special tokens go. Workers come home.
Africa returns to the partner zoo. Not that Paul wants to partner with any other zoos because his ethical standards for his research laboratory are not particularly liked by a lot of other zoos.
2 cards disappear. Slide down.
Barn owl.
Income.
And oh wait, we got Burn the Predator.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Oh, trust me, Paul did not forget to get his X token. He always remembers that. That's the one thing. That's the
I
one
did.
thing.
I did.
What?
I did.
I thought you literally said.
No. 32.
Oh yes, honey. 27. Oh god. Oh, that's been flipped. 27, 30, 33, 35. 35, and if I had a sponsor to play from my hand, I would. But I don't.
Okay.
But, workers back.
Workers back. Right, I got money. Yay!
It's about the friends we eat along the way. Okay. Yeah, there's no point releasing an Africa thing into the wild. I actually lose appeal for the animal, or for a reputation point. I'd rather just do the association there. You don't have anywhere near enough bird icons, do you? So you're alright. I think I can wait then. Alright, I'm going to do it.
Still not found another petting zoo animal.
I'm going to break 2 and draw 3 cards, although I can't draw from reputation range, so I'm literally, and I don't really want to snap a barn out because that's a bit of a waste. So
draw
although
3.
it does go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I get perception. You know what? Yeah, snapping
You're
out.
going to snap the barn out.
Yeah, I'm going to snap the barn out. That's actually a pretty good deal.
Right.
Oh, hello. Oh, you're too big.
Well, I need to build. So I'm going to build, and I'm going to boost it to 5, and I'm going to spend 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So. That's totally happening.
Totally. So is my conservation going to get anywhere past the objective marker before I can get my appeal around there? Oh, I've been forgetting to donate. I'm an idiot. Although I'm not spending 12 money for a point.
Oh, they've got to be unique.
What?
I can't build 2 size 2s.
Correct. Build size 3 and a 2. Yeah. Give your animals a little bit of extra space, free range.
Build 3 and a 2.
Yeah. Free range, whatever it is you're doing.
The 3's going here, which gets me 5 money, plus 6.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry, plus 3.
Hang on.
So it gets me 8 money.
3
water spaces. Water space, water space, water space.
That's not a water space.
That's a water space.
Yeah, and then there's one
That's
there.
a water space.
Yeah,
so I'm building next to a water space, next to a water space, and next to a water space.
For each space you cover... Oh, that is next.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. The wording.
And then I'm going to put that there, which is another 2 money. So it's almost paid for itself. No, it has paid for itself, pretty much. And I get an X token.
And so it's going to be interesting if Luke runs into problems with his almost full zoo. Yeah, I know, right? Because the aviary and the reptile house proved to be worthless for me. So I am literally squeezing as many small enclosures as I can because I went a bit over the top with pavilions.
Right, I have done a build. 5, done, finished. Here you go. And I've got enough money left to do the things that I need to do. Right.
Right, animals. One animal. Right. You are partnered with Europe. You're also small, so your discount is 6 to make you cost 6 for this owl. Cheapest owl ever. And you don't go into an aviary either. So I find all the birds that don't go into aviaries.
Owls don't go into aviaries.
But it is free appeal. It is flipping a size 1 enclosure next to my observation tower, and it's a bird. So it's free to 2 for 7.
7 appeal
for an owl.
Wow.
And rather than draw cards, I snap the owl because the owl has got perception, which is a better form of cards. And that's the action done because that's nothing else to come from that. But yes, I do have to worry about where I'm going to fit anything else in this zoo. Right, like that, for example, is going away.
You done?
Yep, and you.
I'm playing 2 animals. Right. So, Larry, the lesser flamingo, cost me 15. Requires a size 2 enclosure. Doesn't have to be next to water because I've got science, but it is going to be next to water.
Yep. Yeah, there is indeed a sponsor card that lets you build over rocks and water.
Yep.
I'd love to see it.
Gets me 6. And he's got posturing, so he puts his feathers up, and somehow that allows me to build a pavilion, which I will put there, which gets me 1 appeal, and it's next to water, so I get 1 money.
You make an interesting point there, Louis.
It's also a bird. And whenever I play a bird icon, I draw 2 cards from the deck and discard
you get a mini perception.
Right.
That
Oh.
What is it?
Well, now the ornithologist turns up.
What's that? This is the one that likes birds.
Yeah, each time a bird icon is played into any zoo. Oh, but actually that works with that. I just realised.
It does have a bird icon on it.
It has a bird
yes.
icon on it. Right. So that goes into my hand. Right. My second animal.
I don't wish that there were enclosures in all those pavilions. I just wish that this water was out of the way. I mean, come on, I've got birds and a petting zoo. Why do I need water?
Second animal
Just get in the way.
is going to be Barbara.
Who?
Barbara, the boa constrictor.
I think it's going to give you a bit of a squeeze from that, but yeah.
16. I think it's going to give you a bit of a squeeze. 16 money.
Nobody called Barbara is giving me a squeeze.
Requires a size 2 enclosure. Requires 2 research icons, which I've totally got.
Because you're basically
I got
developing
loads.
snake venom
Okay.
in your laboratories.
Gets me 7.
Oh, he's starting to get some appeal.
And each player ahead of you on a track gains 1 constriction token for each of those tracks. You get a constriction token. I don't know what they do.
It's something to do with...
Have you got the appendix?
I think it's something to do with something that's done at -1 strength.
Yeah.
Until I use it. But
It's
carry
not
on your
in
turn.
there, it's in the other book.
Alright, well, carry on your turn.
It's a lizard icon.
I know the icon you mean. I think that's what it does.
You get 3 money, unfortunately.
On the first action cards on the right, strength. Strength of an action card with a constriction token is decreased by 2, not 1, and then you get rid of the token. So yeah, it just makes my build a bit rubbish. Oh, woe is me.
I've played a lizard. Your herpetologist
gives me money.
gives you money.
Not going to complain about that. Yeah, so my build is effectively a strength 3. Oh no, woe is me. I mean, technically I couldn't have even filled out the parking note there. So, yeah, I'm not that fussed about that.
I think I've done that right. I've played the 2 animals. I've paid the 31 money.
Ducks. Yeah, if only there were some
I've done
ducks.
all of the stuff. I've flipped the enclosures.
Any more shenanigans?
No more shenanigans. I got no money again. But I have just spent 31 plus 10 for building the buildings. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That seems good. I'm on 43 compared to 65, so I'm 22 behind.
Yep.
Although I'm 10 ahead, sort of on there.
But first off, I'm not going to build... How many bird icons you got now? 2?
2.
Whoopie-doo, you haven't got
With
4.
the ornithologist in hand.
Fine, you haven't got 4 then. Good, that's fine.
I do not have 4.
Good. In that case, in order to free up some space in my park, I can also do this, which is quite handy, so... Maybe...
How many bird icons you got? Oh, you got 4. Right, okay.
Got
You
5,
can
I
do
don't even need that, but yeah. So I'm going to do an X token associate for 5. Let the build icon be in there for all I care. So from 4 down to 5. 1 or more different association tasks. We're going to go straight onto the 5, and we are going to do the big birds. Now, do I want to just have a 2-size enclosure just because it makes building fun and easy? Now, let's do the snap card from the display income because that could be handy right now, actually. Yeah, because I don't need 12 money, and I certainly don't need 3 more inventive tokens. So, yeah, let's take the snap card display one. So, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to take $5 because I haven't got any. Oh, wait, no. I could play that. Why not? All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Pay 4 money.
So instead of the 5, did you take the 5?
I haven't taken the 5, I don't think. I mean,
I'll watch back. I thought you took the 5.
I'll chuck it in and then you can correct me if not.
We'll check.
Veterinarian, play for 4. Gives me over that. Do you get anything for a silent symbol if I play it?
No.
Right, okay. I don't get any bonus because I don't have any universities, but supporting the conservation product only requires 4 strength, so that's maybe useful. And I get to snap a card from the display as an income thing. That explorer is kind of useless. I'll take the predator. A small predator, why not?
Somebody in the chat will tell us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch it back.
Yeah. I've chucked $5 in. Somebody else can tell me.
Well, that's what you had before. So you had 20, 25.
So I did have a 5. Because that's what that looks like.
It looks like you had 37. And then you put that on there. And you move that to there. And then... Okay, you didn't take the 5. Yeah.
Right. So what was mine? Cool. Right.
My go?
Did you just replace the card directly? Yeah.
What's that then?
Each time you play a research icon in Jiaozu, gain a reputation. Bit late for that now.
Well, no, because then I'll give me the 1. Get to 15 then.
True. I meant like you wanted it earlier, but
Yeah.
to be fair, I'd probably do better with it because I've got one science symbol now. Maybe I could start going to university.
Yeah.
You're up anyway.
Well, I'm going to associate for 5 because... Why not?
Because you kind of need to.
Because I can do that one.
Yeah.
So I will. It
Yeah.
gets me 2 up on there.
Gives you something off your track, which is nice.
Yeah. We have the releasing an Asia animal, but the little one's gone, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, I've only got little animals. We've both only got little animals, which is
That's fine by me.
odd.
It's not odd. I like small animals. I find it very difficult to play this game with large animals.
You'll certainly do
Yeah.
less of them.
Yeah.
Which of these do I want? I think I want the 12 money.
Do I get something for playing a vet? No, because it requires me to have 1, 2, or 3 universities, and Paul's the only one with universities.
I do need a reputation, but I can get a reputation just by going there.
You have enough of
yeah, I'm going to take the.
You've got enough of reputation.
I'm going to take the 12 money.
Okay, cool.
So that was association. Do I want to donate with 12 money?
That's expensive.
At this point, I say no. I do not want to donate.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, well, as much as... I mean, animals is too low, and so is association. They're the 2 actions I want to do. It's kind of irritating. I could sponsor and play that card, but honestly, I don't see what that's going to get me. Each time I play a continent or animal category that is not yet in your zoo. Most stuff is in my zoo, frankly. I think I'm going to do a build, because I am going to need to do 2 builds before this game is over. So let's get rid of your stupid constriction token.
So it just makes it -2 and then the token goes?
Yes.
Right.
So,
okay.
so basically I can do strength 3. Or I could boost it, but I don't think it's necessary because I can't finish my park in one go anyway. So I'll just do 3 and take some change back. Get off Barbara. And we'll build 3 worth of stuff, and given that I am a little bit paranoid about size of my park, why don't we build as many enclosures as I can just to fill up space?
I need an Australia icon.
Alright, done. Alright, so I've got 3 more spots to fill up in this park.
You're done, are you?
I'm done, yet. That was a mini build.
Okay.
1 more build and my map's covered.
Is it 1 more build and your map's covered?
Well, once I do a build. I'm not going to do it yet, but I mean...
Oh, 1 more build action.
One more build action when I get to strength 3 plus, yeah.
Okay. Sponsors for 5 to play the sea turtle tank. Could I have the sea turtle tank, please?
Shape's a
Very much.
fun one.
Yeah, so this has to go touching water.
Well, I hope so, otherwise I fear for your turtles. Surely your research told you that.
So I can put it there.
Take a card.
So I get a card from within reputation range.
Are you going to be desperate?
And I've covered a space next to water, so I get
Just $2.
1 money.
Or 1 money. Are you going to be desperate enough for the spokesperson?
I think so. Because that gets me the 1 rep that I need to get to the end.
Oh yeah, because you blatantly have that card, don't you?
Maybe. And each time you play a reptile icon into your zoo, now, I can sell 2 cards from hand for 4 money each.
Yep. That's good money, owner.
So I'm going to sell that. for 4 money. And I'm going to sell that for 4 money.
You're getting rid of a reptile.
Got 8 money.
Why do you get rid of a reptile? Because he's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Done.
Right. Okay. Two tokens in order to make that. Well, to be fair, I'm not going to need these incentive tokens for much soon. So why don't we do it? All right. I'm going to spend 2 incentive tokens to make animals 5. And we're going to play 5 animals, 2 animals. We're going to play small little kitty cat and small little bunny rabbit. We have another petting zoo animal.
I don't think I moved the sponsors card down.
When did you last do that?
Just now. I did 4 plus 1. I don't think I moved it down. Yeah.
Oh yes, because you did the turtle tank.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's a small animal. So that only costs 4. I have an Africa thing, and it's a small animal. So that one only costs 3. Literally $7 to play a rabbit and a cat. Well, a slightly predatorial cat, but that's the point. Yeah, you got the predator thing.
I do.
Yeah.
So I get 3 money.
Over your free money. Rabbit gets me 6 appeal because I've got a parrot in its thing, and takes up a token in there. So everyone's saying that I'm going to struggle with space. Haha. And predatorial cat, which flips to enclosure and gives me 4 more appeal, and lets me look at the top 2 cards and get an animal, which is sponsorship vultures now. But yeah, it's a size 2 animal technically, but actually, I can actually play it. Yeah, it's size 2, and I have 1, 2, 3 Africa icons.
Okay. Nice.
That looked scarier than I thought. Okay, cool. Your turn. Play a zebra. I've never played the zebra. And can share space with.
I'm going to cards for 5.
Can share an enclosure of a 2-size herbivore. What's my herbivore? Size 1.
So none of these cards are of any interest to me whatsoever.
Monkey unit would like you to have a baboon rock, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything for me. So I'm just going to take 4 cards from the deck, and then I'm going to discard 1 of them, and then that is my go.
He likes monkeys, really, alright?
What we got?
Conservation is still not above 10.
OMG.
What's he thinking?
This is actually quite a tricky decision.
You're still finishing off, aren't you?
I'm discarding a card. That's all I'm doing. I'm absolutely keeping that one.
Oh. In that case, well, I've still got room for this animal, so why not? You may take your sponsor. You may place your sponsor's action card on 1 or 5. Yeah, I can place it on 1. All right, yeah, cool.
I think I'm keeping that one.
All right, well, let's do. Oh, this is weird then. No, it does say it right. This is a strange thing. I am going to do an animal's action with an incentive token to boost it up to strength 2, just so I can actually play an animal, because you can't do it on strength 1. We're going to place a zebra. So zebra is small. So again, only cost me 9. Small animals for the win. I've never played the zebra. Right, I don't get any extra benefit playing Africa. I've got 3 Africa icons, 1, 2, 3. After finishing the current action, you can place your sponsor's action card on 1 or 5, or place it on 1. Well, first of all, the animals has to go down there. Yep. And then sponsors goes down there. Yep. And can share the existing enclosure of a herbivore with 2+, except the only one that I have is size 1, which kind of defeats the point. So flips the last enclosure I have currently. Gets me 6 appeal and 1 rep. That's it.
Right. I need an X token. I need to do a build of 6.
Well, that is a lot of animals.
Come on, do a build of 6.
Come one, come all, see all the lovely small animals. I agree, Steve.
So, let's have a look at these. Yeah, no, I've only got... Okay. But if I do that, then I do that, and then I do that. So I'm going to build. It's going to be 4 and a 1.
Mm-hmm.
The 1's going to be a kiosk. No, a pavilion.
Pavilion, I would say. And 4 fits nicely next to the water.
Does, I don't get the bonus.
Yeah, but you're not going to get a bonus anyway. But 3 water spaces and more income back.
It is. I need the money. I'll pay the 10.
And it's a decent shape.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I need the X token. But that just messes everything up and leaves me with
Not a lot of
a
things
mess.
for anything big
Yeah.
if you need it.
So yeah, I put it on there and I get another 3 money back. 3 money. So that was a build of... Yeah, done.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of build, let's do build at 3. So I'll pay 6 to do a final build,
Just going to change mine.
and we'll just build 3 things.
No. What did I get? No.
And a pavilion and a size 2 enclosure. Yeah, that'll do. Size 2. Pavilion for 1, which then completely covers my map for 7 more.
So you get that 7 straight away.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
end of the
it's
game
done.
is-
Yeah, it's done like a yellow bonus token.
End of the game is imminent then.
In this rate, at this, my conservation market has still not even passed 10 yet. So environmental concerns for my small animals are not a massive concern for me.
Okay, so I'm going to animals. Lutetia the long-billed vulture. It's going to cost me 20.
Lutetia? Where does that come from?
Just making it up now. I don't get any discount at all. 4 next to a mountain. Flip. Gets me 5 of these. Gets me 1 of these. And gets me 1 of these, which gets me 1 of these. Okay. And that goes in there. That doesn't seem very impressive. It's a bird.
So enjoy all your benefits. I never actually did get that 4th part, Mizu.
Yeah, I messed up taking that thing when I didn't need to do the thing. Right, okay. I think I'm done.
Okay.
Got no money again.
Makes no difference which way I do this. I need to do it this way or nothing at all. So I will associate it at level 4 because conservation projects only require level 4 now.
Do they?
For me with that.
Oh, right.
But it's going to cost me one last 2 workers in order to actually do it.
Yeah, that's where I've short the extra worker.
On with that, I've got to release an animal back into the wild, so why don't we release his kitty back?
Losing you
4 appeal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, I'm not sure I'm releasing these animals. I think they just don't like my bad environmental concerns, and they are literally just escaping as soon as I get them.
So that's going to fall off.
That's going to fall off. I don't have any bigger... Actually, ooh. I didn't realise.
You got a bigger one?
I do indeed. I'll take back the cat. I'm going to release the bird, because I don't need the bird anymore. So, again, same reason. I think they just escaped, but...
So it's still 4.
It's still 4, but it's now size 3, not size 2.
Getting you 4 conservation? No, 3 conservation.
4. Size 3 is a 4 one. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
End of the game triggered?
I didn't know it was a size 3 animal.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear.
Flips.
So what
Back
happens?
over. I think you get one.
I can't remember what the rules are.
I think you just get. I think you
do
just
you
get.
want to just check the rules?
I'm pretty certain you just get one turn.
Yeah.
Because there's no first turn thing down there. It's just. And all other players will take one more turn. Yeah, because I don't get anything extra.
Well, okay. Well, that's pretty terrible. But I will sponsors for 4 plus 1 for 5 to play federal grants. It's going to give me 3 money in income. Woo! I get 3 money immediately, or less. I get a research icon, which is a rep. So I bounce off and get an appeal. But at the end of the game, I'm going to get a conservation point. In fact, no, that's the wrong one.
You're definitely getting more conservation points for your sponsors than I am, yeah. Because I don't think I have anything from these sponsors. Oh yeah, that was pouched. Yeah. Fox is pouched. Go away, he wasn't from ages ago.
Should have played that.
No?
Let's just work out.
No, just release the bird.
Yeah, my other option would be to buy a university, which would get me the Australia icon, which would then get me... The first thing that I played in the game was that. Yeah, if I get all 5 different continents at the end...
You get one. Yeah, the thing that stopped me hypnotising you in the first turn.
But I've got that, which is 1. Yeah. So I'll do that instead. I've lost by a country mile, but it's been fun.
You're going to get a lot of conservation from some ones.
Am I?
Aren't you? You know
2 or 3.
Oh, they don't give you a lot of them. No, fair enough. But the thing is, then they give me none.
Yeah. So end game scoring. So I got the max for this.
Yeah.
Which is 4.
You surprised me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's that, and to no one's surprise, especially as I showed them earlier, but architectural zoo gain for the entire zoo map.
So it's 4. Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello.
And then end game scoring. I've got 9 rep, so I get 1. All of my water spaces are connected. I get another 1.
So 1 for water.
And I've got all 3 universities, so I get another 1. And I didn't get that. Yep.
Yeah, you're alright. I could have done a donation and after getting $12, but that seemed a bit overkill at that point.
Could have done. Right.
Yeah.
So that goes there, and you score 12.
Yeah.
And that goes there, and I score minus 14.
Yeah. At worst, I would have had 3 more points from a donation. Would be do. I mean,
yeah, I think it's slight. I mean, yes, it was close.
Not as close as the last one. The last one was a neck and neck.
That was not close at all. I mean, it's still fun to play.
Oh,
it's a little bit in a way like Terraforming Mars, where you play the game and you enjoy doing the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, it was.
And you're trying to.
I mean, it was interesting having no continents for a change on there because suddenly it's all the animal types. The continents just became relevant for these or the couple of experts.
Yeah, and it's also interesting that I started with no birds, no predators, no reptiles,
and just went science.
Well, purely accidentally. Yet still, I was able to do 2 of these by the end of the game.
Yeah, you can do 2 of each, not too bad.
The initial deal of cards was harsh.
But you had the science and all the donations.
Yeah, the science didn't actually get me.
Well, that was what you were doing there, although I got rid of that medical breakthrough.
Yeah, the medical breakthrough would have been good.
Well, the starting hand I had, I mean, one of them I ditched because it wasn't good. One of them wasn't too bad. The 2 in my hand that were nice to have was the reptile green card as well as a small reptile.
Yeah.
So first thing was to get partnered with said reptile and make that the focus point first. Reputation hurt more than anything else on that because there was lots of cards there that I had to snap.
Yeah.
I couldn't draw from them because you left me with rubbish down here.
Yeah.
Whereas you were sort of just going, well, water playground this or this, that one. It's like sea turtle tanks. Like, give it here.
I just, I think I stalled for money sort of around a third of the way through the game and really struggled. And doing those donations seemed a good thing to do.
Well, I mean, it was 4 conservation points I couldn't get.
But it meant I then couldn't do anything. I couldn't build, I couldn't play animals or anything else. But
build had to be the thing, because that was the other one. It's like, no.
No.
I literally, the only large...
My other card was... What was my other card?
Yours was get rock icons.
That was it.
Yeah.
I was not going to do that.
I did have a large animal in the starter deck, but I'm pretty certain it was like an elephant or a giant bear or something. Like, it was like, I'm not going to play it.
Just got these 2. Would have been good. Yeah.
Small animals?
Small animals. I've got 7 of them, I think. 6 of them. So that would have been really good. Just drew that. And water icons I was aiming for.
I think you might have been better.
And I've now got
the water would have meant less for me.
I've got
because
4 of them now.
You would have been better off with the water one because I wouldn't have been able to benefit much from it.
But I didn't take the extra worker, and that really hurt. Because if I'd have taken the extra worker, my last move could have been that 3 conservation points. Which is...
It's 9 appeal. So
I know, they're still lost, but it's effectively 9 points.
Yeah, the worker... Because...
The workers are...
I tried to think, right, I'm going to go get this worker, which allows me to then do a project in a minute.
Yeah.
Found out I didn't have the card flip because I made the mistake of flipping something else earlier, although to be fair, it was still a better idea. But then it's like, right, well, hang on. If I do the base project first, get the worker, then go get the partner zoo, which then gets me the worker. It actually worked out as an extra worker for doing it backwards.
So you've played this game how many times now?
I've lost track.
15, 20?
15 to 20, I think, sounds right.
Yeah, I'm at about 10 to 12. I will still never say no to a game of this.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see me playing this 100 times.
Okay.
It isn't my favourite game of last year, and I absolutely get...
It is mine.
the, not complaints, but the...
Oh, yeah, I don't expect...
There was a word I was trying to think of yesterday, and I couldn't think of the word, and I still can't think of the word. When people have opinions about it in a negative way, that are not complaints. Think of the word. Anyway, that word. The fact that there are so many cards and they are all unique, you can get lucky with the cards, or you can get screwed with the cards. For example, I decided to go to the petting zoo, and I never saw another petting zoo animal for the whole game. Right? That can happen.
But then the petting zoo is not a strategy.
No, but what I'm saying is, you can, because there's a big deck of cards, and these are all of the cards we didn't use, you are prone to sometimes the perfect cards come out just randomly for the thing that you're doing, and other times they might not.
They can do, yeah. It's when people sort of say, "Oh, that's the problem with then," and then they go back and still love TFM, and it's like it's the same problem in both.
It's highlighted more in this because the cards in this are some of them can be more powerful, but and I get that opinion, and I'm not saying they're wrong. That does not impact my enjoyment of playing the game. The game is enjoyable to play.
It's just fun building the zoo and seeing where it checked, because I thought I was going to go heavy reptile with the start I had, and then all of a sudden, like, reptiles dried up.
Yep.
Experts in a couple of places that I'm not even concerned about. Then the birds started appearing that were also small, and it's like, right, okay, well, get the small animals, and suddenly I'm now a bird expert, and yet couldn't fit the bird aviary in my park, and the birds didn't want to go in there because they wanted too much space.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fussy animals that spent most of their time trying to escape.
Constructive feedback, comments, critique. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Criticisms. That's the word I'm looking for. Not complaints, criticisms.
Yeah, the criticisms of the game are valid in the sense. I mean, it was definitely my favourite of last year when I reviewed it and did the top 10. And, you know, a 10 game is not perfection for me. It never is. There's no such thing as a perfect game. It's just a case that...
Well, apart from Mage Knight, obviously.
Wrong. I mean, it's got a 1 in it. But the... it's not quite that bad, but... It's the idea that the imperfections are they're not necessarily overlooked, but they don't stand out as much because everything else is so good.
Everything else is so good.
You know, you watch a good movie, you know it's got some bad bits to it, but it's like, but it's dwarfed by, you know, you watch No Way Home and you think, all right, that's a fantastic movie. Yes, a couple of bits of the plot are bonkers, you know, with why did this happen? But it's like, you don't care because everything else is so good. You get to see all that. But this is the same. It's like, there's a lot of great stuff in this. Yes, you have got... you know, the little card manipulation there, and yes, it can have that sort of thing, but it kind of just, it's blurred, the rest of it just overshadows it. Yeah, there is so much, and the card mix means the replayability is through the roof. Yeah,
we could play exactly the same game right now, again, with the same boards, and the entire game would be completely different.
Especially if you try the solo mode in this with the challenge setting.
Where you play 3 games back to back.
You play 3 games back to back.
But don't shuffle the deck each time. So you see a load of cards, gone. Do it again, gone. Do it again, gone.
Exactly. So not only do you have to pace yourself with the cards, because you've obviously got to keep 3 games worth in there, but suddenly you feel, right, I went heavy birds this game. Suddenly it's like, well, I've got to do something different. You know there's going to be fewer of them in the next one, or you know that those are not going to come out. Yeah, they won't come out, but you also know there's not many birds. Yeah. But also, cards that have come out that you got rid of are not in the next game. So if I see, well, we've just lost a primate breeding program and a primate money grabber and a few monkeys and baboon rock. Yeah. So next game I should probably not even think about looking at monkeys.
Have you tried that yet?
Yes.
And
lost in the 3rd game, but yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because you have to also take your score average. So the first game I did quite well.
Oh right.
And then second game got a negative. Got a minus score, but I kind of broke even a bit.
Yeah.
And then the third game, I struggled and lost overall. But yeah, you have to basically add and subtract your 3 scores, and you have to break even at the end of it.
Right. Okay.
It's all, and then I can just, like I say, you can just crank out a solo game of this in no time at all, because it's just a case of,
Yeah. Once you've set it up and everything else, I think some of my Patreon supporters, I think Ben was saying that you can get a game of this done in 45 minutes now, which is brilliant.
It's doable, and once you've set it up,
45 minutes.
It's doable.
It's good. And
it's sort of about an hour, because I tend to sort of think about a few things. But yeah, it's because you don't have to pilot another AI. I mean, we've already been going over that.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to build an engine, should be on managing actions. Yeah. You can strategize in this about as much as you can in TFM. You do have to adapt.
You have to adapt.
You know, and as I say, I go, right, well, this is my strategy for the game. I can do reptiles, I started out nicely. Then the board state tells me, well, that's a bad way to go. You need to grab, and don't go mad on sponsors, because there's not that many of them, even though you've got the thing. It's like, you've got small animals to think about now. It's like, okay, cool. The only thing that was set from the get-go was that I was going to build my entire zoo, because my starting hand was not, I don't like large animals being my starting focus.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was going to do until probably a quarter of the way through the game, and then it opened up, which is why I upgraded the card first, just because I didn't want to get to the point where I got here and went, oh, I need to upgrade a card. How am I going to upgrade a card? But anyway, it's great. Thank you to everybody who has been watching live, and if you've been watching this back afterwards, obviously, thank you very much. Both me and Luke might have COVID, because we've just spent the last 3 days at a convention where quite a few other people have got COVID. So we might have COVID, and we might both now be ill. But so be it.
Oh, yeah. I had it in March. I should be all right.
You had it in March. I haven't had it yet. So,
well, I was negative the other day. So
yeah. But anyway, yeah, we're all done. Again, thank you very much to all of our Patreon supporters. Both me and Luke do our own Patreon to produce content for you. So if you want to support me, it is patreon.com/gaming rules. If you want to support Luke, it is
Broken Meeple.
Patreon.com/gaming rules. No, patreon.com/
Hey, hang on.
The Broken Meeple, or just Broken?
It's the Broken
The Broken Meeple on Patreon if you want to support Luke. And he's got lots and lots of videos in his channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That's everything. Yeah, we are all done. I will be back later on tonight with a Patreon-only stream of Burn Cycle, because I'm doing a public video tomorrow. So if you're interested in Burn Cycle, I will be doing a playthrough tomorrow, but I'm doing a practice game tonight. What have you got planned for the week, content-wise?
Blimey. Well, today my Isle of Cats expansions video's gone up, so that should be happening. You want to see me going goo gaga over kittens? That's a good one to see. After that, nothing else is yet in schedule.
Okay.
Sorry. But the plan is to get a couple of top 10s done, one of which to be worker placements specifically, because that's being requested heavily by patrons. And I certainly want to get some, possibly a detailed review of Perseverance at some point, but that might take a while. What I'm trying to organise at the moment is not only get some collaborations back with a couple of top 10s, but somebody I've been playing games with this week at Baycon, I played with a lot of colourblind people. And no one's done a list on that, but I'm not colourblind, so I don't know where to start. And I even tried to pull out runestones for one of them, forgetting that runestones would suck for a colourblind person. It's like, oh, whoops. And I had to be a bit careful. But I've asked on some Facebook groups, like, find me some small content creators who are colourblind. I've had a few suggestions. I'm thinking I might need to get in contact with them, because that would be good. Live top 5, 2 other people that are colourblind.
Their best games for colourblindness.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put in 5 that I think it is, but because I'm not colourblind, I don't want people to take my list as gospel. But having 2 actual colourblind people there with their list makes it a bit better. So that's planning stage.
This coming week, I've got Burn Cycle tomorrow. That is Ricky Royal from Box of Delights is coming around tomorrow, assuming I test negative in the morning. If I test positive tomorrow morning, he won't be coming around to play Burn Cycle. Wednesday is the live Q&A, monthly live Q&A. That's happening on Wednesday. Thursday is going to be a solo playthrough of Dead Reckoning. Friday afternoon is going to be Batman Gotham City Chronicles playthrough. And then Friday evening, I haven't yet decided. We've been talking about it, but we're going to be doing something Friday evening, which may be more Dead Reckoning, it may be Stroganoff, it may be Rococo. Not sure yet. But yeah, a whole week's worth of content coming from me. And speaking of Perseverance, if you are watching this video, and it is before May the 4th, 2022, you can enter the Perseverance giveaway contest. Go and check out my Perseverance video. Perseverance video, I've done 4 videos on the game, and I'm giving away a copy of episode 1 and 2, which is a massive prize worth, I don't know how much it is, but it's a lot of money. And it's a worldwide giveaway, free shipping to anywhere in the world. So if you're interested in winning a copy of Perseverance, episode 1 and 2, just go and check out any of my videos, and I will put the link to the contest in the description of the video. But yeah, do it before May the 4th, because that's when I'm doing the draw. We're all done. Thank you very much, Luke.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody for watching. Take care, and we will see you all next time.
Take care, guys.